Editor Eve here. Just a heads up that this Archon quest, there are some characters that are unvoiced due to the ongoing SAG-AFTRA strike. Specifically, Kachina, Kanich, and Ahau. I know some of you know me as the person that normally voices the unvoiced dialogue. However, since the Archon quests were originally supposed to be voiced by their voice actors, I've chosen not to voice their dialogue, but instead replace them with some, Bamboo and Animal Crossing villager voices instead. I know it's a bit inconvenient, but the strike for voice actors against AI protections is important, and I don't wish to replace the voice actors' voices, especially in this case. I'll just stick to voicing the unvoiced world quests instead. If you want to know more information about the voice actor strike, there's a link below in the description on what you can do as a fan to help. Anyway, that's your heads up. Enjoy!
Traveler, Paimon Sitlali. Perfect timing. I've located the captain.
Oh.
Oh, really? That's great! We also just took a peek at Auroron's memories and discovered something huge! All with his granny's permission, of course. Or no, actually it was...
Calm down,
consent.
Paimon. I'll take it from here.
I still think it was very much an invasion of privacy, but...
So the captain was searching for the source mechanism to reconstruct the ley lines. If his plan is already in motion, that means he knows exactly how to accomplish his goal. We have to stop him.
Is reconstructing the ley lines a bad thing?
I'm actually curious if she knows anything about this, because then that would mean we would know more information about the Abyss Order plot as well.
Yes. It's not a simple fix. It would mean sacrificing nearly everything contained within the current ley lines, very similar to the price of using a Gnosis. If he activates the mechanism, it's all over. We need to mobilize our forces as soon as possible.
Wait, okay, so it would, like, erase everything from the past, erase everyone's history, and it just does the same thing as before, just with a different method? Alright.
But what forces do we have?
Kanich, Shilonen, you two, and myself.
Wow!
All other warriors are working to push back the Abyss on the front
So
lines.
it's us versus the Fatui. Okay, I'm not stressed.
But that's barely any people! Not to mention you lost your power, and they've got the captain on their side! Oh, maybe we really should get Sitlali to break Auroron's legs.
Don't encourage Sitlali breaking Auroron's legs, buddy.
That won't help us with the captain, I'm afraid. In any case, the Masters of the Nightwind are in urgent need of manpower. Sitlali, I was hoping you could head back and help defend the tribe.
All right. I understand where I'm needed. I'll head out right away.
Don't worry about your grandson. We'll figure something out for sure.
I'll leave him to you all then.
Sitlali coming back with its steel chair. Oh no.
All right, back to the matter at hand. I don't believe defeating the captain needs to be our ultimate goal. Let me grab Shilonen and Kanich, then I'll tell you my idea.
Okay. Ah, yes, the pan transition. That technically was not a pan transition.
As you all know, Auroron is working with the captain and we need to stop their plan. The captain is a formidable opponent, but that shouldn't deter us. In any case, a head-on confrontation isn't the best way to solve the issue.
So what do you propose?
Their plan hinges entirely on a single element, the source mechanism. If we leverage our forces, we can destroy it, and then success is ours. We'll head out together. In the event that a confrontation becomes inevitable, I'll stall the captain while you advance.
You don't have your powers. I'm pretty sure the captain could overtake you in like 3 seconds. And I'm gonna shut up because apparently I took Kanich's lines even though I'm not taking his lines.
I agree with Kanich. The two of us can handle it.
Listen to my plan first. Kanich, I want you and Ahau to launch an assault from the front and break through the Fatui defenses. The captain won't be on the front lines. As a seasoned warrior, he'll be stationed in close proximity to the device to ensure its protection.
No.
No. The purpose of the frontal assault is to gather the Fatui forces in one place. That way, it's easier for the rest of us to avoid them.
This is just another sneak mission, is it? I don't want to do another sneak mission!
Shilonen, I need you to do what your tribe does best, and dig a tunnel from the outskirts of the ruin. Once we get close to the device, we just need to destroy it.
Oh my god, secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Inna.
Exactly. The Traveler and I will join her as well. No one can create a distraction better than you, Kanich, not even myself. By combining our strengths, we just might manage to break through the Captain's defenses.
Oh my god, I know I'm sure he is a distraction, alright? At least to a lot of chat. Inna.
Understood. Then we should head out now. Just promise us you won't do anything reckless. You cannot face the Captain straight on unless you have no other choice.
Okay, I know. I'm trying not to put this through shipping glasses, but now...
You mean everything to us. Losing you would be the worst possible outcome.
And now... I'll also try my best to not let things get to that point.
Thank you, everyone. You have my word. I'll proceed with caution.
The Rainbow Destined to Burn. Ooh, I like that title, actually. Who's burning is now a new question.
All right, this is the place. Their tunnel must be behind that gathering of Fatui guards.
Secret tunnel.
Any of the nearby mountains could be a good infiltration point, but if we want to stay under the radar, we should approach from the side.
Inna.
There are only a few Fatui stationed around the perimeter. We should take care of them first so they can't alert anyone.
Man, defeat the Fatui on patrol nearby. Fine. Wait, is this not where I'm supposed to go? Inna.
Hey, don't get too close. Kanich is handling things over there.
Fine, okay, I'm letting Kanich handle things over there, damn.
All right, that's done. Let's head to the foot of the mountain.
What do you think, Shilonen? Is this a good spot?
Yeah, looks good. We'll take it from here.
Keeping it as quiet as possible, tribespeople from the Children of Echoes make quick work of digging a tunnel.
I can see the inside!
Perfect. We'll keep going. The rest of you should head back. Things are about to get dangerous.
All right. Please, take care.
I like Totek's voice. Remnants of the secret source. The secret source. A dragon ruin from antiquity. Within are hidden large devices that can affect the ley lines. You must make every second count if the Captain and Roran's radical plan is to be stopped. Okay, proceed
The
deeper.
Fatui wouldn't concentrate all their forces in one place. There's sure to be guards on the inside, so stay sharp.
Oh no,
next up,
Geo
smashing those
slimes.
rocks, Moika. You look super cool.
Ah, that was some expert level rock clearing. Even by my tribe standards.
She should have said expert level smashing, and then I could have made a funny joke out of it. Damn it, the potentiality
That must be the
of the
Fatui
blinds.
tunnel over there.
Oh,
we should
God.
steer clear and approach from the side.
Items? What the? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that it looks like a fault. A lot of this particular shape as well. God, can we get dragon lore? Do we get a how lore? Please, 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 please. Hi. How did you get in here? We literally just made this tunnel. This doesn't make any sense.
Stabilize.
Shower me with the...
Settle down. Killjoy. I miscalculated.
You're not dead. Why? This seems like... That seems incorrect. Anyway. You can't run from death. Okay. What is that?
This spell is from the Masters of the Nightwind. It's Auroron's doing. They're probably trying to buy time.
I think that was Farina's, little guy. Oh. You can just do that. Okay. Oh, it's open. I'm scared. Interesting that it's in... The architecture in this place is much more like... spade-shaped? Like, I'm immediately reminded of Adventurine, but...
These wheels are relics from ancient times. We should try to restore them.
I'm surprised they're
mechanisms
not more
probably
geometrical.
control that wheel, right? Let's give them a try.
Okay, so what I'm hearing, I need to stop it at a certain point. I just don't know what the certain point is. Excuse me. Stop, I needed this. Sorry, Nuvi has to turn into a dinosaur for a second. I'm assuming one of these is the correct outer shape. The lines just need to match up. He kinda already is one. I mean, would we classify dragons as dinosaurs in this scenario? Oh my god, it is going to bother me. Ah, it didn't line up. Keep going. That's gonna bother. Oh my god, I did not want the hint. I'm just trying to... Stop! Oh my god. Dinos were real, yes. Oh my god, just go. Just go. Go into shape. Whatever. I'm gonna... No! Kukusaur, don't you dare do that. Oh my god. I'm going to cry. You're gonna make me cry. Please! I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out. I'm getting out. Can I... Oh my god. Please. Where's the TP? Where's the TP? I'm scared for my life. There we go. Oh my god, actually. Oh wow, it's a dragon head. Can I... One day, I'll figure out how to use the stupid Kukusaur. It's not today.
There is no escape.
My bad.
Strike a pop!
I forgot which one is which. I'll figure out the Yukisaur one day. Today is not that day.
Let the world
Whatever you said doesn't exist. Wasn't there one? No, someone said they were raised by Kukusaur. I'm pretty sure that was
Bow
Chaska.
your head.
Unless I'm hallucinating an entire name.
Let the mighty be humbled.
You drop? No. Close enough. Okay, now I need... Oh, girly pop, how do I get over there? Oh, I can just walk. Oh, girly pop. Walking is apparently also an issue. No, this is not the... I'm just gonna let you rotate. Please. Oh my god, I wish I could... Listen, this is as much of a struggle is for you as it is for me. 10 hours of skill issue later. I'm going to lose it. Can we stop looking at the hints so that I can actually do said puzzle? Wow, that took 3 centuries. I love it here. I love puzzles that make me view the hints every 5 seconds so that I can't actually do the puzzle. Ah! All right, let's do this. Anyone here? Good morning. Oh, well, one. I'm going to bring your granny here. What the fuck is that?
This must be it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if they're in front of it.
Here they are!
Oh, the captain's here too. Perfect. Looks like they focused their defenses over there.
Oh, they're here.
Huh. I thought the Pyro Archon would choose a frontal assault.
It doesn't matter. They're too late anyway.
Okay, it is a square.
Stop!
It's too late.
to turn it off!
What does this do? There's still time? Question mark?
I won't let you do this!
Okay. Oh, not my tetanitis, actually. Are you? He's not okay.
The sound of lament?
Xiao, is that you?
What was that sound? It was like a piercing cry.
Now's our chance to turn off the device.
So close. We need to approach from the side and lure the captain away. Oh. Oh.
Auroran? How did he just... His movements have gotten a lot faster. Was Auroran always this good in battle?
Oh my god, he's Sonic the Hedgehog. Zillow dead! Oh!
This ends now.
Huh?
How many times is poor Aurora getting punched in the gut?
Something's wrong.
We been new. The captain helped Ziloden. Why? Oh. Are you okay? What is happening?
You are not Auroran. Who are you?
Oh, what the hell are you talking about?
What?
Commander.
Oh, I don't like that.
You.
You? Whomst?
So, you still recognize me, Commander? I'm glad. Although, I believe you have some more pressing concerns at the moment.
Bro, what the fuck is going on? Also, if this is the same voice actor, props to him, because what the heck is this? Now!
We did it!
Oh, don't tell me we have to turn it on again because Aurora's soul is trapped in there, and then we're gonna have to go back and then go into Night Kingdom and do all this random shit.
You see? You indulge your sense of honor for just a moment, and now you've lost your chance. Even now, you're still the same as ever.
His voice is completely different. Is someone inhabiting Auroran's body?
Yes, get with the program, Paimon.
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've returned. For this moment. Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
I didn't expect to see you here, but I have to disagree. Abandoning one's comrades is not the way of a warrior.
Why do you care about a doomed man? I know you can see it. He's already close to death.
I don't know why, but he's giving audiobook. I feel like I've heard his voice in an audiobook before.
After all, his soul has been incomplete from the start.
Okay, so give it back! I don't like that pen, and I'm scared now.
Oh, someone said I'm close to death. Is it because of that noise just now? The piercing cry came from underground when I activated the device. What's down there? Natlan's ley lines must be hiding some kind of secret.
We been new, Auroran, but okay. Oh?
Am I dying? Oh, no. It's too soon.
Ah, Auroran, it's you.
Oh, his life is
One repeat
actually
again.
flashing before his eyes.
Oh, why the long face? Don't tell me you still haven't let that go. I knew it was a bad idea to tell you.
I heard everyone wanted me to be the savior.
Savior? Ha! Sounds nice, doesn't it? But, does such a person truly exist? Even if they do, why would you have to become that person?
I mean, he's right. Like, you don't have to be the hero. You don't have to be the main character.
Auroran, is that you? Oh, here, have a seat. Let Granny cut you some fruit. We just got a fresh batch. Can I get you anything else? Some grilled meatloaf, maybe? Ask for anything you want. We've got plenty of ingredients.
Aww, Granny!
What about those spiced rub mushrooms you made me last time,
That
Granny
looks
Queenie?
so delicious. Is that lava cake with ice cream on top? Bro, that's like as big as his head. I'm so hungry.
Ah, you liked those, did you? An outlander taught me that recipe, actually. A merchant, to be exact. Never thought about going into business yourself, my boy? You could travel all over.
Our Auroron? A merchant? He's far too honest for that line of work.
I just realized how big the shrimps are. The shrimps are so big. Wow, it's chat in that tiny pot right there.
Well, at least an honest merchant like him wouldn't prey on old-timers like us.
Everyone said a true savior does not really exist, but then why did my birth open the door to the possibility? Why give people false hope?
Because life is cruel and shit sucks here.
Maybe I don't need to sacrifice myself, but surely everyone is born for a purpose. So, what's mine? If I had succeeded back then, would the world have become a better place? What's the meaning of my existence?
I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Done spacing out, Auroron? Did you finish your homework?
Yes, Granny, it's just... Will learning all this really make me as strong as you?
Of course not. I'm a special case. Other shamans study their whole lives without reaching a fraction of my abilities.
Because you're a genius, right?
You could say that. Or maybe I've just been alive longer than the rest of them, and picked up a few tricks that they didn't want to touch. It's rude to bring up a woman's age.
You brought it up
Never
yourself.
do that again, no matter the circumstances.
You brought it up yourself, homie. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I wasn't the one who brought it up.
Anyway, class is canceled tomorrow. Go have fun.
What about my homework then?
Oh my god, mandatory fun. Can I have that?
Do what you want. What use is it being as strong as me anyway? You've seen how the tribe treats me. They're all afraid. I try to go about my business, and they practically tremble in fear. Not the most fun way to go about living one's life, I'd say.
Okay, but if they're so scared of your power, then let them be, because that doesn't influence what you do. Let them be scared. They're just being dumb about it.
Take it from me. The happiest people are the ones who do their own thing.
True and real.
So do what you want, Auroron. No matter what anyone else has to say.
Especially because the people who normally judge you are people who don't actually do your line of profession and or have no fucking idea what they're talking about. So there's no point in actually entertaining their ideas.
Granny didn't say it outright, but I think she was trying to comfort me. Don't force yourself. Don't beat yourself up over the past. That's what she always says. But I never forced myself. I never even got the chance to try before it was all over.
Hey, you zoning out over here again? There's such a thing as overwatering the radishes, you know.
Ooh, Eva voice!
I was just looking at the aphids.
Something interesting about them today?
I noticed some on the ground. Maybe it got too cold yesterday and they couldn't handle it.
Bummer.
The glitch effect is really hurting my eyes.
Aoife, do you think being a vet is fun?
Fun? I'm not sure about that. Do you think planting vegetables is fun?
Fun enough, I guess. I don't have anything else to do.
Exactly. Most people live like that. No special purpose or calling. That's just how the world works.
Ow! I mean, he's not wrong, but also ow!
Oh, jeez. That troublemaker's at it again. Auroron, my man, come inside and give me a hand, would you?
Why should I? I thought being a vet was no fun.
Well, I guess there is a fun part. Trying to outsmart these rascals. Come on, give me a hand.
Maybe Aoife was just too nice to tell me the truth. That attempting something above your capabilities will kill you.
That's not necessarily true, but okay, edgelord.
My soul is unstable. I only survived because I had people to help keep me in one piece.
I don't think that's just like a fact of your like fractured soul. I feel like everyone needs other people to help them survive. Like, humans are a very, like, communal kind of group. You kind of need other people to be with.
A part of me has always been missing. That's why the other spirit said I was close to death, but...
Why struggle? It's a miracle you were even born.
Cool thread.
Just close your eyes and wait.
What? Wait. That thing. The outfit is Kyria Star. Don't like that. What's going on?
It was you. The thing that came out of nowhere.
Thing? I'm a warrior. Far stronger than a weakling like you.
I'm not weak. There's just a limit to what I can do.
And that's exactly why your fantasy is so ridiculous. You really think a useless thing like you can save the world?
Useless?
Savior? Ha! Sounds nice, doesn't it? But, does such a person truly exist? Even if they do, why would you have to become that person?
Exactly. Most people live like that. No special purpose or calling. That's just how the world works.
Take it from me. The happiest people are the ones who do their own thing. So do what you want, Auroron. No matter what anyone else has to say.
But I don't want things to end here.
Auroron? It's all right. We'll take things from here.
Every time they marched into battle, I had to stay behind.
Don't worry. With the Archon on our side, the Abyss doesn't stand a chance.
All the best warriors are fighting on the front lines. I want to do my part too.
Both of us are bound to disappear. But your end will come sooner than mine, because you've been broken from the start. Once your soul shatters into pieces and dissipates into the wind, I will take temporary control over this body. I will serve my commander until the end.
No. No, this isn't right. My life can't end like this. I still haven't done anything important with my life. My end will not come first, and I'm not giving up. I can't die here. No! I won't die here!
Right, the Edgelord is finally believing. Malvika!
That voice.
Control your mind. Feel the ground beneath your feet. This is not your end.
Mirroring Act 2, but like specifically with Auroron. Whoa, another Seelie. What's going on?
His eyes are open! He's alive!
Well done. You managed to do the impossible.
What do you mean?
Don't try to talk. Focus on holding yourself together.
I can't believe the captain did that.
Maybe he thinks of Auroron as a comrade. He was helping to rein him in all this time.
That's the only reason I had the chance to turn off the device.
I'm fine now.
Damage to the soul is a tricky thing. The pain almost consumed you for a moment, but you managed to hold on to yourself. That's no easy feat.
The worst appears to be over.
I'm sorry for causing so much trouble.
We can talk about that later.
Our plan. It failed, didn't it? I'm sorry. We were so close.
You saved my life, and now the debt is repaid.
Auroron, I never thought you actually wanted to sacrifice yourself in that ceremony. But you never gave up. Have you come to a conclusion on what it is that you truly want?
I just want an answer. A reason why I exist and why everyone always did so much for me.
I don't think you'll get an answer to that. Because you can exist for many reasons and none of them will actually be the answer that you want.
No one is born a hero. And no one should be treated like one from birth. I had a chance to do something important back then, but I failed. All I want is to find some more ways to make up for that.
The answer you seek now lies before you.
Hello? Did he just, like, get an ancient name? Huh. Interesting. What name is it?
You are the inheritor of my name. The hero from the masters of the Nightwind, who shall fight for this generation. Fascinating. You're not the person that the others thought you were. And yet, you're also not the kind of person that you thought you were. It can take a lifetime to truly discover who we really are. Like you, I never thought I had what it took to be a hero. I was too cunning, too self-absorbed. But in the end, I sacrificed my life for this nation. Now, remember your name. Even if others will see a different meaning, it still symbolizes your nobility and yearning.
My ancient name. BD.
It means devotion. You will give your all, not for the sake of a heroic death, but to do justice by the answer you found for your life. For that answer, you will offer all of your strength and be born anew. Through your devotion, you will prove your worth. Having foretold his own death, the omniscient man holds a feast in celebration. Let us raise our cups in honor of his heroism and send him off with this final tribute. For at last, his wish is now fulfilled.
It's nice to see you again, Sunhudge. With your recognition, we now have the 5th hero of this era.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Huh. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Auroron's kind of like storytelling was a little bit more in your face. It was just like, okay, you're going to see the light flash before his eyes so that he can finally redeem himself, kind of. Which, I don't mind. It was just very fast. So, if we're getting more ties from the Abyss Order in this quest, Dane, you want to show up? Like, right now, please, actually?
I am happy to see your plan advance one step further. It seems that my cry did not cause irreversible damage.
Why are there so many Seelies?
What is that voice?
Just as I thought. The Lord of the Night has awakened.
Okay, so, we have awakened the Lord of the Night. What do we do now? I only thought Lali was gonna be the 5th hero, but this is very cool. I honestly did not think she was gonna be the 5th hero just because she was just like, I'm actually stronger than everyone else. No one can beat me, that kind of way. So I'm just like, okay, I don't think she would become the 5th hero unless she got a peg knocked down from her and then she had to reclaim herself, which would take way too much time between Act 3 and Act 4. Zielanen, Mualani, Kanijin, now Edgelord. So Chaska's clan is now the only one left. And I'm assuming because someone is playable, it's going to be Chaska. However, it'd be funny. It would be funny if they were just like, nah, give it to her sibling, you know? Why are there so many Seelies now? I mean, ley lines and Seelies connection and all that, but like...
As in the one who rules over the Night Kingdom?
I preside over a realm of souls. Due to my limited power, sleep is the only way I can extend my existence.
I really like her voice. She kind of sounds like Arlecchino's voice actor. I don't know if they would do that, though.
When you activated the device, I awoke and could not hold back my cry. It is a sound that agitates souls.
I mean, yeah, if someone screams, of course I'm gonna wake up.
Most of you are unaffected because your souls are intact. But With a damaged soul, the effect on your friend was heightened, and his soul almost shattered as a result. And yet, his soul remains in one piece. He managed to overcome this obstacle through sheer strength of will. A truly impressive feat for a human.
It's interesting that the ancient names are kind of granted very similarly to how visions are granted. In terms of animation, I'm not talking about like actual like how like the Archons kind of have to save a piece of their souls from themselves. Although I don't know how the Night Kingdom does all the ancient names and stuff technically. I mean, it lineage, all that. I don't think they have to separate a part of themselves in terms of power. But it's kind of interesting that there is a lot of mirrors in this.
So was that what caused all his strange behavior earlier?
No. An additional soul was affected. It tried to take refuge in the missing part of your friend's soul, but was ultimately expelled.
Okay, so can we find that missing part of the soul, or would the captain like to fill us in on the information?
However, this soul does not hail from Natlan or the Night Kingdom. Its origins remain a mystery to me.
Activating the source mechanism was supposed to reconstruct the ley lines. Why did it awaken you instead?
Because I was the one who originally constructed Natlan's ley lines, otherwise known as the Night Kingdom.
The ancient battle between the Descender and the dragons destroyed the corner of the world, allowing the Abyss to invade. Natlan's ley lines took the worst of the damage.
Okay, this is repeating information that we learned from Act 1.
To aid the people of Natlan, the Lord of the Night used the fragments of the old ley lines to reconstruct a similar network. That's how the Night Kingdom was born. The first Pyro Archon, Xbalanque, strengthened that realm and established the rules that aid our fight against the Abyss. The Ode of Resurrection and the Pilgrimage, both of which are practices that survive to this day.
Oh, right! You said before it all came from the power of the heavens.
The ancient dragons tried to use this device to strengthen the ley lines by imbuing them with power.
Oh, the dragons did?
Back then, this method was rather ineffective. They lacked the skills to navigate the intricate structure of the ley lines. And now, the structure of the ley lines has also completely changed. I am the only possible vehicle for the power generated by the device. It was an incredibly crude and painful method, but I managed to absorb some of that power. Now, I can speak to you like this and provide you with aid, such as rebuilding the ley lines once more, at the cost of my own existence.
So we're still sacrificing someone, okay!
But why would you make that kind of sacrifice?
To protect the ley lines, to protect the Wyobs. There's a lot of fucking reasons right now.
The people of Natlan worship me and call me their lord. In the ancient past, before we died out, we were also known by a different name. Angels. But adventurers like you are probably more familiar with our devolved form. Sealies.
So Sealies are angels, and Sealies are tied to the Moon Sisters, and all that. Okay, oh, my brain hurts now.
No wonder there are Sealies around here. A Sealie also helped us in the Night Kingdom.
Few angels remain in Natlan, so the same is true of Sealies. Everyone rallied around me and offered their power to humanity to reconstruct the ley lines. Now, I have witnessed your determined pursuit for survival, and I have become your faith. I am very pleased. Moika, inheritor of Xbalanque's will, and leader of Natlan. Despite all the obstacles and misunderstandings, I have awoken, and the efforts of this harbinger and the young hero have imbued me with power. Say the word, and I will once again work to fulfill my mandate, just as I did thousands of years ago. You need only nod your head. For the sake of your people and your nation, for the sake of overcoming the invasion from the Abyss, give me your orders.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna say no.
I will not.
Yep.
After reconstructing new ley lines, you will cease to exist. The rules of Natlan are founded in the Night Kingdom. If you disappear, so do they. Not to mention, all the memories and legends recorded within the old ley lines will disappear along with you. The people of Natlan will face memory loss, mental disorders, and cognitive issues. Just like the consequences of using the Gnosis, that is a price I refuse to accept.
Cognitive issues, memory issues. So this is kind of like this nation's version of forbidden knowledge. Did we know Seelies were angels? It was a very big theory. There were a lot of ties to Seelies being connected with the Moon Sisters, stuff like that. Yeah, and they look like sea angels, which was one of the biggest references. I wonder if that's why the kind of like the Abyss stuff as well is kind of looks like Enochian, but I'm not entirely sure.
Humanity's survival is worth any price. Once the Abyss runs rampant, all that remains will be a land of corpses and ruin.
And when the new ley lines are invaded again by the Abyss? What then? How are future generations supposed to survive? A land without the Lord of the Night, without the protection of the rules, is doomed from the start.
You presume too much. If you cannot ensure survival in the present, you have no right to think about the future. What will it take for you to realize that? How many hundreds or thousands will have to die?
The situation hasn't gotten that dire yet, has it?
Why are you so pessimistic about the situation? I mean, he has reasons to be.
Why? Because I am a survivor of Conria.
Okay,
I've
at least you
witnessed the
confirmed
devastation and terror of the Abyss with my own eyes.
At least we confirmed that. That was a very high suspicion in terms of lore, like, for like a while. And I feel like just knowing the other dude confirmed it.
Conria?
That's right. My family, my comrades, my homeland, we're all lost to the Abyss. It is an unforgettable pain. One that no amount of time could ever dull. Not even 500 years. You've experienced something similar, Mawika. You should know exactly what I mean.
You're right. The pain, the regret, the catastrophe. They all haunt my dreams to this day.
If I could go back, I would reject all false hope. I would do whatever it took to ensure their survival. You have that chance before you now. Why do you refuse to take it?
Because we don't have the right to make that decision. We love this world because it contains everything we hold dear. Everything that has happened here has moved us, shaped us, and turned us into who we are today. Giving up our memories and history would mean rewriting everything. The people of this world would then become fundamentally different beings, their physical bodies the only connection to their former selves.
Even so, given enough time, a new civilization would inevitably flourish. If you believe in humanity, you should trust in their ability to create a new future.
Or history could repeat itself. The Abyss could invade once more, and it would all be for nothing.
I actually side with Malvika, and this history will repeat itself. Mama and Papa are fighting.
Can I say something? I once carried the hopes of many people, and I was also desperate to save our nation. In the captain's plan, I saw a chance to ensure our survival. But as I was on the brink of death, my wish for life and purpose was rekindled. I've been very fortunate to be well cared for by all the people in my life. I refuse to forget that. My feelings were so strong, they overrode my compulsion to sacrifice myself for their safety. No matter what path lies before us, we still have a destination. If we lose our way now, we will lose the meaning of our existence.
That's right. Natlan's heroes gave their lives so we could have this chance against the Abyss. Their sacrifices are our blessings. Not only are their deeds and spirits exceptionally meaningful, they may also well be our path to victory. I don't want to give up just yet.
Yeah, we're just one hero short.
The power from the device will allow me to remain awake for some time. I stand at the ready should you change your mind.
I like their dynamic. I really like that Malvika and Capitano represent two philosophical ideas. One where it's just like the method matters more, and the one that the outcome matters more. I feel like I said this in an earlier part of one of the acts. Utilitarianism and Kantianism, where it's kind of just like, which part matters more? The method of how you get to a conclusion or the conclusion itself?
Even if you fail, you need only send someone my way. My offer still stands. Humanity is truly remarkable. Even the gods in the heavens hold you to be special. Even now, you stand before me, dazzling like the sun.
You must have a profound connection to this land since you're so determined to save it. But what are you really trying to protect? The land or its people?
I love that Aether is empty head, no thoughts.
Pretty sure he wants to hear what you have to say, Traveler.
I want to win. I don't know what I'm doing. What about you?
Fine.
I love that. That's his only response. Oh, fine. I'm going along with your plan. I don't want to be.
I suppose we can wait. Now that Auroron has inherited the memories of his forebear, there's only one hero left.
I'm so happy we get to work with the captain now. This makes me happy.
Your plan does have the potential to generate the best outcome.
Wow, Capitano switching after being like, well, fuck, I can't do my own plan.
In the meantime, you shall have the aid of all the Fatui under my command.
Wow. I actually like this switch up. This is actually the best outcome.
Thank you. Having such a powerful harbinger on my side is a big advantage. I know we may never completely see eye to eye on what it means to protect life, but for now, I'm willing to fight by your side.
All right, we should let everyone else know about the plan. They're probably still at each other's throats outside.
Why did we not get to see the fist bump, bro? I wanted to see it.
Good idea. We need to explain the situation.
I have a few more questions for the Lord of the Night.
Oh, guess we'll stick around then.
I want to know where my sibling is and why is she working with the Abyss?
I'll update everyone outside. Let's meet back up at the stadium.
You come to me with many questions.
Ooh.
And you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek.
Oh, it's finally time. It's finally time for the Lord Streamers to have their time about the power of the heavens.
They do not like being mentioned by name by any living being, be it an ordinary human or one of the seven. They prefer to remain in the shadows as shades. The one you wish to know about? I call her the ruler of death.
Oh!
She helped Natlan establish the rules. It was also under her guidance that I created the Night Kingdom. It was an expression of love, as well as an act of reparation. She was seen as having significantly overstepped her authorities as a shade, which quite displeased the almighty heavenly principles.
Okay, so we pissed off the heavenly principles is probably why we started with that whole cutscene in the beginning. Okay.
She succumbed to self-pity as a result, and no longer cared if others discussed her identity. Even so, her existence remains unknown to all but a select few.
Self-pity?
Please don't tell anyone I use that word. I'm just trying to speak plainly to conserve energy.
No. Keep doing that. I appreciate it.
You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek.
Okay, about the Loom of Fate.
I'm not familiar with that concept. The device is capable of weaving and creating ley lines, you say?
Okay. Because this took place outside of Natlan, so she wouldn't know anything about it.
Even I cannot create something from nothing. I can only reconstruct the ley lines by reassembling the yet intact components into a new structure. If that power were available to the people of Natlan, they might have a new option against the Abyss.
But that means we would have to work with the Abyss in order to do that, because the Abyss has it.
You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek. Phlogiston is Teyvat's primordial form of energy. The heavenly principles used phlogiston as a basis for the creation of elemental energy, to develop a power to better counter the Abyss. Have you heard of the concepts of the light realm and the human realm? That explanation might take too long.
Oh, does that have to do with economia?
Light refracts into 7 different colors, which we collectively refer to as a rainbow. Elemental energy is a similar concept. It's essentially the modern counterpart of phlogiston. You come to me with many questions.
It essentially is the modern counterpart of phlogiston. Huh.
Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek.
Light realm and human were referenced in economia. Okay. Oh boy, so we're tying the Abyssal, the Natlan Wyobs, and together? And then also the Lumafate and Elemental Energy and Sovereigns and the birth of the Sun and Moon and all that other stuff. Oh boy, I have a lot of reading to do. Okay. About my ancient name.
Ah, yes. Yes. The artisan from the Children of Echoes has yet to mention the matter to me. Probably because the young girl from the Masters of the Nightwind is absent. No matter. I'll reach out in a dream and tell them what needs to be done.
Young girl?
What?
Lonnie?
Did I say something wrong?
Nope. You're fine. I have no more questions. Goodbye. You ask other things? Also, I wanted to say, this looks slightly phallic. I don't like that. Anyway, another thing is, it looks like a lot of the key switches from Conria. I think that's purposeful. Can I touch a Sealy? I can't touch a Sealy. Alright, I'm leaving. Solnev, and why don't you get a name, actually? You say anything?
The captain says a group of us need to stay behind to guard the source mechanism. It's extremely important.
Okay.
Of course, you're free to come and go as you please.
Thanks, homie. I don't know why your friend doesn't get a voice.
In that case, allow me to formally welcome the Fatui to our cause.
You know what? This is like, what, the third or fourth time we've had to work with the Fatui, so...
We now face a common enemy. It's time to put our differences behind us and look to the future. As for Auroron, his actions may have been out of line, but I don't intend to punish him right now. I'd rather give him a chance to prove himself.
A magnanimous decision.
We're back! Whoa. Seeing the two of you chatting like this, Paimon almost feels like she's dreaming.
There's strength in numbers. I feel better about our chances.
This may be an unexpected outcome, but a favorable one nonetheless. Now that we're all here, I have some questions of my own. Tell me, how did you discover the source mechanism?
We weren't getting any closer to obtaining the Gnosis, so I had my men scour Natlan for a different option. Auroron helped as well. We tracked down 3 scholars, Aberawa, Bosamtwe, and Kushtal, and combined the results of their research to locate this ancient device.
What I'm hearing is we're going to see their research scattered around the world. I'm going to have to do exploration too, huh?
I've never heard those names before. Seems like my own investigation failed to locate some critical personnel. I'm just not sure how I missed them.
Strange. Perhaps they simply live in seclusion.
I feel like that's going to be important later.
In any case, their results speak for themselves.
That's true. Now we have another option at our disposal. Compared to using the Gnosis, our current plan will buy us some time. And if all else fails, we still have this plan as a last resort, even though executing it will come at a heavy cost.
But that means making everyone forget their past! We should definitely try to avoid it if we can. Oh, Actually, speaking of the Gnosis, how did you know what it could do?
That story begins with the Cataclysm 500 years ago.
Please give us Cataclysm lore, please.
I failed to save Conria from the rampage of the Abyss. When the situation became unsalvageable, I fled to Natlan with the remainder of my platoon, only to find that Natlan had fallen victim to the same tragedy. I defended this land for quite some time, and, in the process, met the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, Aizu. I'm sure many people viewed Conria as the cause of the tragedy, but Aizu was kind to me all the same, and even helped me in my time of need. From that moment, I made it my mission to aid Natlan. In battle, a warrior fights to win. Even though my homeland was lost, I was already committed to this fight. Together, Aizu and I fought many battles and overcame countless hardships. However, he was unable to escape his fate, and, in his final moments, told me the secret of the Gnosis.
So it was him. He recommended using the Gnosis on several occasions even before the tragedy, but I turned him down each time. You knew him, and you fought for Natlan all those years ago. Why don't I recognize you?
Maybe because he's wearing a mask and a Fatui cloak and literally covering up all parts of his body.
It must be the mask.
I'm gonna stop stealing Malvika's lines.
Even without the mask, my past appearance is long gone. Even with the curse of immortality, the flesh still rots.
But at the same time, like, there are other Conrians who have gone through the curse of immortality and they look relatively human. I say relatively. Dane has a mask. Clothar is just insane. Carrie Bear doesn't exist, technically. Actually, the list is getting smaller. Piero has a mask too, yeah. Interesting that the top, I'm gonna say top two because the director technically isn't like a role in like the ranking, but Piero and Capitano were both from Conria. No, and then Arlecchino was also from Conria as well. Dodore exists. I think those are the three like known Conrians. But it's also interesting to me that like in the first half, or at least the way that I played Genshin, which was since 2.0, the first half of Genshin was very much just like, oh, look at these Fatui, I can't believe they would do this. And then like the second half, like Fontaine, Natlan, is more like, oh, the Fatui, we actually need to work with them, kind of. So they're okay. It's interesting that they've taken like this other half. So like depending on which playstyle you go through, if you go from like Mondstadt to Natlan, right? You go from like, fuck all these Fatui to like, okay, actually we need to work with Fatui. It's fine.
Wait, do you know someone named Dainsleif? That problem doesn't seem quite so extreme for him.
Oh my god, Dainsleif mentioned! Dainsleif mentioned in main Archon quest!
You've met him already?
Yeah, a bunch of times. Sounds like you know him too.
I mean, he was kind of like the head of the platoons and stuff. I'm not surprised.
During the age of Conria, all I knew was his name. The last time I saw him in person, he was traveling with the princess.
So that was a really long time ago.
He carries a degree of pain and hatred that far surpasses my own.
Back then you said you didn't want to fight me. Was it really because of my sibling?
Yes. You're the brother of the princess. Given the role I held in Conria, I would prefer not to harm you. Although, this is likely a self-imposed burden. If the princess saw me now, I doubt she would even recognize me. As for your question, I don't know how Dane managed to slow the deterioration of his body. My appearance is much changed, and that's not the only thing. Even my physical strength is a shadow of what it once was.
I would have never known. During our battle, it felt like I was fighting against the pinnacle of human strength.
And I still lost. I deserve no praise for that outcome. Still, it's a shame we never faced off 500 years ago. You could have seen what I was truly capable of.
Imagine how much pain and hatred you have to even Capitano say more than his own. Okay, to be fair, Dane has family beef with them. Capitano's just like, my nation was destroyed. Dane is just like, my brother did all this shit, you know?
I agree. Had we fought then, I'd also have been more motivated to go all out.
So, all that commotion back at the stadium, and you're saying neither of you were using your full strength?
Oh my god, it is just Dragon Ball Z.
I'd say we're evenly matched. If we face off again, victory will come down to who wants it more.
I imagine you held back since there were spectators around that could have gotten hurt. But capitalizing on that situation would have only led to a hollow victory. It would have been no different than taking hostages. My goal was the Gnosis, and I failed to obtain it. That means I lost. Plain and simple.
Speaking of the Gnosis, what are you gonna tell the Tsaritsa?
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa allows every Harbinger the freedom to pursue the meaning of their existence. When the time comes, that freedom can take precedence over her orders.
That is very interesting, because the perspective of the Tsaritsa since, like, I guess now, was that she was very, like, cold-hearted. This seems like an entirely different perspective from her.
That's why our methods can be so radically different, despite sharing the same goal and the same sovereign. I needed the Gnosis because I came here to save Natlan. That was my primary motive. Once Natlan is saved, if the Gnosis still remained in my possession, I could bring it back to Snezhnaya.
I feel like because this is going to be an amicable, like, ending and the Gnosis is not used, eventually the Gnosis would be given to Capitano and he would bring it back because Malvika would be like, okay, everything is good, we return it. Like, I don't see any other way it could just not be like that.
My decision regarding the Gnosis will not change. So let's focus on the Abyss for now.
Right! What happens when all 6 heroes are together?
It will probably unleash some kind of power. The heavens were mentioned earlier, anything to do with that. Something, I swear to God, this is just the plot of Dragon Ball Z or something like this.
We will unleash a great power that can be used to thwart the Abyss. But only once. It's a power that Xbalanque gained from Renova.
This is just the Dragon Balls.
Renova is a god whose existence predates any Archon. You can think of her like an emissary of the heavenly principles.
Oh.
She controls the power of death.
An emissary of the heavenly principles?
Wait, is that why you have the Ode of Resurrection?
Yes. Renova also orchestrated Natlan's rules. As for the Divine Throne, like I said before, when a human ascends to the Divine Throne, their inner flame will awaken. The size of the flame depends on the person's potential. The same principle applies to the ruler of Death's power, with one notable distinction. The amount of power inherited will not change depending on your ability to tolerate it. In other words, it's a kind of power that not everyone can withstand. But if you survive the trial, you will gain unprecedented strength and the ability to harness powers more formidable than any Archon.
So this is the Ascension route.
That still sounds really risky.
We cannot walk this path without accepting risk. Mualani charged into the Night Kingdom despite the abyssal contamination. Auroron fought back from the brink of death. In the face of their bravery, I must respond in kind. That is my duty.
Spoken like a true leader.
All right, that's enough for one day. You should head back and get some rest. I'm sure you're exhausted. The Abyss will likely sense the change in Auroron. It's possible the frequency of the attacks will increase. There are many challenges to come, so we need to be prepared.
When you put it that way, Paimon feels even more exhausted. All right, let's head back.
Now that we're working together, we'll need to coordinate our efforts. I'll leave a portion of my forces for you to command.
That will definitely help relieve some pressure. You're sure they won't object?
It's an order. I will make that clear.
Excellent. I appreciate your trust.
I like that they're working together. This is a very interesting dynamic, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, Mama y Papa.
That hurts.
Damn. That was so loud.
The monsters keep increasing in number. It's like something changed.
It's definitely unusual, and we should all be careful. But don't worry too much. You have us by your side. If there's one thing the Abyss fears, it's strength. If they think we're easy prey, they've got another thing coming. Oh, someone's calling us.
Something wrong, Traveler?
Apparently it's getting worse than usual, including the S's. Mualani's one is now really bad. Not the ripped jeans thing. Listen, trends. Okay. Oh god, Mualani's one is actually really bad now. Like, before it was fine. Now it's... The feeling of dread is getting stronger. Do we really have time to wait for the final hero to appear? Ooh, interesting that we've switched perspectives on this. Turner weary it. Can I talk to them?
Finally, some relief.
Okay, so you say that... Ulsa?
What rotten luck. To be injured at a time like this.
Nope. We can't give any of these to our soldiers. They were not tempered correctly at the forge. Well-made weapons and shields are vital for the survival of our people. I know we're under a lot of pressure, but we can't compromise on quality.
Yeah, because if you defend yourself with a broken weapon, that's not going to be good.
Listen, I'm not blaming you. I know this isn't your usual standard of work. Why don't you all just take a break and I'll take care of the pieces.
Okay, so everyone's stressed.
Hey, Shilonin? Is something wrong?
Nothing I can handle. Just some rushed defective goods, that's all. Even the most skilled craftsmen make mistakes under pressure, and if you two want to avoid the same fate, you should really get some rest.
It almost sounds like you should take your own fucking advice.
You must be exhausted too.
Don't worry. I like it that way. You should head back and get some rest. I need to fix some things here first.
Kanich! You made it back in one piece!
Oh, these must be friends of yours. Well, head out then. See you later.
Enna. Enna. Enna, Enna. Enna, 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 Enna. Enna, 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 Enna. Enna, nu. Enna, Enna, Enna. Enna, nu. Enna, enu. Enna, Enna. Enna, enu.
Yeah, a lot happened while we were in the ruin. We'll tell you about it some other time.
Enna. Enna, Enna. Enna, Enna, nu. Enna, Enna, Enna. Enna, nu. Enna. Enna, Enna. Enna, Enna, nu. Enna. Enna, Enna, nu.
We won't keep you then. Let's talk later.
I would kick a how out of my Animal Crossing island so fucking fast.
Auroron.
Granny?
Uh-oh.
What's wrong, Granny? It looks like you have something to say.
Oh no, Obi-Wan is back.
You know exactly what you did. You need some sense knocked into you, that's what I think. Now, where do I even begin?
I'm sorry.
Oh, boo. He said, I love the failures. I love both of them so much.
Now that you have nowhere to run, that's when you apologize? You couldn't wait to run off last time, and the time before that.
Pretty sure I apologized those times too.
What exactly exactly were you thinking? Being a wanted criminal is one thing, but then you also tried to pull off that whole thing in the ancient ruin. I'm not the one who needs an apology. Apologize to yourself for risking your life.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, he took that literally. I don't He's so pathetic. I really don't like it when she yells. No, the family trauma is immediately triggering anytime St. Lolly comes on screen. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I don't have anything to say for myself, Granny. Yell at me all you want. I know I messed up.
You better be sincere. This is an incredibly serious matter.
I'm being sincere, I promise. I've seriously reflected on my actions. I know what I did was risky, and I know I made some bad choices. But I don't regret it. I just had to do something. Not because I thought I was special, but because I wanted to help Natlan as much as I can. Of course, in the end, I just ended up causing more trouble, so you're right. My apology doesn't mean much, but I don't know what else I can say.
Do some action. If you can't figure out how to apologize with words, actions are actually more appropriate.
You even had Aoife bring me that gem. A simple thank you isn't enough, but still. Thank you, Granny.
You're welcome. Just make sure to thank Aoife sometime.
I will.
Anyway, don't feel too grateful. I tampered with the bag to copy a portion of your memories.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Of course you didn't. You forget how many years I have on you. Like you could uncover one of my tricks. Anyway, I have something else to tell you. The Pyro Archon has discussed your case with the others. Many of your actions violated the rules of Natlan, and you should understand you'll have to take responsibility for that.
Yes, taking responsibility for our crimes.
I understand.
But your efforts weren't entirely meaningless in the end. In addition to giving us another failsafe, you saved yourself with sheer force of will and managed to become a hero. Huh. Not too shabby, grandson.
Oh my god, actually giving acknowledgement. Actually being proud. Wow. That's crazy. Imagine having that. A parent being proud of their kid. Finally.
Did the Traveler and Paimon tell you to say that?
What? No! I said that because I mean it!
I can't believe you're complimenting me at a time like this. You normally let your fist do the talking.
You're not off the hook just yet. I told the Traveler I was going to break your legs, and I meant every part of it.
Could you not? I still need them to walk.
He's so pathetic! I love him.
Trying to negotiate, are you? All right. Make me an offer.
Given all the good things that I managed to accomplish, can you let me off the hook this one time? I promise to do better in the future.
Fine. I can let this slide for now. But I'll be watching. We'll see if I change my mind. Oh, a Traveler, Paimon. Didn't expect to see you here.
Hello!
Talking things out with your grandson.
Yes. Looking after these little rascals is rather exhausting.
Taking care of the Traveler isn't easy either. Paimon's life is an uphill battle.
Literally? What are you talking about?
Traveler, Paimon, I want to thank you for your help back at the ruin.
It was nothing. Now just don't do anything like that ever again.
I won't.
Good.
Let's get together sometime. If Auroron really wants to thank you, he can treat us all to a tasty meal.
Sounds great. We'll be there. If you're done for the day, we should get some rest. Paimon has a feeling we'll need it for tomorrow.
Wow, plot device is saying, hey, you should rest. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. All right, EP time. That night.
You ready?
Yep. Let's go meet the Lord of the Night.
What? Are y'all gonna go like, hey, actually, can we do what the original plan was?
So, this is where you heard the Lord of the Night? Guess that means she really has awakened. Hopefully we made it before she falls asleep again.
Fret not. I'm still here. For a weak life form, falling asleep is no less taxing an exercise than staying awake.
I'm sorry for disturbing your rest, but there's something we didn't have the chance to ask you earlier. We need to forge a new ancient name for the Traveler.
Oh, right, I forgot about the ancient name plot.
But we ran into a problem. He's not from Natlan, so there are no records of him in the Night Kingdom.
I see. Malwika must hold him in high regard. It would seem the two of you are not simply here on her orders. So, what say you? Do you believe this traveler to be deserving? Speak your mind. There are no others here. You are both my children, both children of Natlan. I would hear your opinions on the matter.
He is special. He saved Kachina and devoted himself to helping us avert this disaster. Natlan owes him a debt. But that debt has not been repaid, and with an ancient name, we can at least guarantee his safety.
Even though that guarantee will come at the cost of your own life?
Wait a minute, what? Wait, hold on. No one, who said that we were sacrificing Zelonin for an ancient name?
Yes.
So, it's true. Forging an ancient name consumes the life of the craftsman.
So why did no one say this beforehand?
Forging an ancient name is an act of creation. It involves taking disparate concepts throughout the Night Kingdom and condensing them into a heroic epic. But it takes time for the new concept to be integrated into that realm. If the ancient name is like a seed, then the life of the craftsman is the outer shell, serving as its protection. Once that process is complete, the seed will sprout, and having served its purpose, the outer shell will gradually disappear.
Can we do this without an ancient name then?
Forging an ancient name is no easy task. And creating one for an Outlander makes it even more challenging. Still, if you're here, that means your mind is set.
Right, I want a reset. I don't want this to happen. Like, did no one tell us about this information?
Yes, because I believe forging this name will be well worth it.
I don't want this to happen.
We don't know how long we'll be able to hold back the abyss or what the final price of averting this disaster will be. If giving up my life means that all the people of Natlan can have a future, then the sacrifice is practically negligible. Even when I'm staring death in the face, I don't think I'll regret this decision. I bear the name Baraka. This is a part of my duty.
I understand. The chance may be exceedingly slim, but you still want to seize it, because this could be the final step to victory.
Right, she kind of needs to be alive for Malvika's plan, so...
And you, Siglali? The anxiety you feel. It's because you saw something, yes? Something you were not meant to see.
Oh, what?
So, you know about that too.
What is she talking about?
I've had concerns for a long time. Malwika's plan needs too much time, and too many things can go wrong. The Masters of the Nightwind have a ceremony that can be used to glimpse the future.
Oh my gosh, she is Fuchuan.
It's just... using this power on the Pyro Archon has always been seen as a taboo.
And you did it anyway? What did you see?
Death.
Are you surprised?
A key part of Malwika's plan is using the 6 heroes to release the power Xbalanque obtained from the Ruler of Death. Considering its origins, the price of using that power is death.
Okay, but resurrection and then other things. All the lesbians are dying, actually. Malvika did say the plan could succeed, even that all the names have her were ready or there. That is true, but also, like, I'm not surprised if you're going to get the power from the god of death that you're going to have to pay in death. Like,
you're saying Mawika is going to die in this war against the Abyss?
Yes.
I can't just ignore what I saw. That's why I need the Traveler's power. I need the power of a Descender.
Don't forget, Siglali. Even if it may seem like someone is fated to die, the nature of death and fate are different. Fate indicates what will happen in the future. The time, manner, and place are all predetermined. But death is different. Death is a rule.
Death is a rule. Huh. Fate indicates what will happen in the future. The time, manner, and place are all predetermined. But death is different. Death is a rule. Wouldn't death be like, kind of like the final determining factor? Fate is like, you know, ever changing, but death is like the final kind of like finality kind of thing. I don't know what that means, if I'm going to be honest, because there is also the possibility of resurrection and stuff like that. Death is certain, like taxes, rules are meant to be broken. Where's Trailblazer actually?
The ruler of Death's power will allow Mawika to triumph over the Abyss, but she must offer her own life in the process.
Something rules of alchemy.
The ruler of Death cares little for the time and manner of a death. She simply guarantees that it will occur. Fate may be able to influence the timing, but that is all the Traveler can change.
I mean, that's what a lot of people were suspecting, right? That Malvika was going to die in this quest. I'm not surprised, but also, there is so much Phoenix iconography in this entire thing related to Malvika that there has to be some way she has to be resurrected.
Wait, you're saying we might be able to change when she dies, but not the outcome?
I cannot help you with this, I'm afraid. It's beyond my capabilities.
Malvika knows about all this, doesn't she?
Yes. I imagine she has long accepted this eventuality.
I mean, she lives for like 500 years. Of course she's gonna accept death at one point.
Well, I can't. She's so strong. She never gives up, never rests until a problem is solved. She's not the type of person to just quietly accept her death. The Traveler shares that quality. That's why I think this gamble is worth it. Together, I know they can overcome the impossible. Be it fate or death.
We shall have to wait and see, but I will curb my expectations. My time is running out. It is my honor to witness humanity in this moment of absolute determination.
We won't forget your contributions. Once we deal with the Abyss, we'll find a way to keep you alive.
Thank you for saying that, but there is nothing you can do. How many years of life are enough? 10? 100? 1,000? 10,000?
I mean, there's a reason why the Conrian's curse is to live with immortality. Technically, you could see it as a curse.
The Night Kingdom will disappear. The humans will continue to fight against the Abyss, and in the end, all will cease to exist. When you consider all of that, extending my life is meaningless.
Okay, Nihility.
That's what makes us different. Even if our end comes tomorrow, humanity will still do whatever it takes to survive today.
Exactly.
Times like these always fill me with admiration and reinforce my commitment to the mandate I shoulder. My creator was right in esteeming you as special above others. Here.
Oh.
This is my gift to you and an extension of my will. It can record the Traveler's experiences in this land, whether from the past or the future.
Is this an extension of Irminsul? Is now a new question. Is this how the sibling was inscribed in the ley lines?
With it, you can forge the ancient name you desire, and the Traveler will also become a hero forever recorded in the memory of Natlan.
Thank you. We're sorry to ask this of you when your strength is already all but spent.
Really. Thank you so much.
Your thanks are unnecessary. This is the least that an angel can do. Time for you to leave. It's getting dark.
Oh, I don't like the way she said that. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about all of that. They say the Night Kingdom records memories similar to Irminsul, so I think it's an extension to that. If the Wyobs and like the Night Kingdom is the replacement, air quotes, replacement, for the ley lines in Natlan, because Natlan's ley lines were all fucked up, it could have ties to all of that. So if it's recording in the Night Kingdom, it means that it's recording technically to the damaged ley lines. If it's recorded to the damaged ley lines, it's going to record into Irminsul. If it's recorded to Irminsul, technically we become part of Irminsul. If we're part of Irminsul, we are technically no longer a descender. We're actually part of this world, and then technically Nahida can look us up and all that information. Anyway, my question is, what's being recorded in the Night Kingdom that's still being recorded to Irminsul? It depends, right? Because we don't know how damaged. We just know that the ley lines in Natlan were extremely damaged. So technically, getting an ancient name would get us into Irminsul if all of those things connect together. They probably don't connect since the people of Natlan experience confusion. I think it's because the ley lines are damaged. That's why the people of Natlan experience confusion.
I can't sleep with all the noise outside! Oh, forget it. Let's go check it out.
What's happening? Who's yelling?
Shilon and Sitlali, is there a reason you're up so early?
We went to see the Lord of the Night, and she gave us this. Like I said before, I couldn't forge your ancient name because there was no record of you in the Night Kingdom. But with this, we can finally record your deeds.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like they have used this asset before. I just don't know where. It looks very similar to something on the Sensho.
Just keep it with you during your time in Natlan. And eventually, it'll be full of your adventures.
Oh my god, we have another journal. Sumeru, the Aranaras, is that you?
Really? Let Paimon see!
Oh god, what the heck? Oh, okay, so those are all the seats, but then there's 6 seats behind those seats. Okay. Oh, I can point at them. BD, all may be sacrificed for the beloved land. Okay, so these are all their ancient names. With your encouragement, Utabiti, oh my god, Utabiti tasted victory for the first time. The star that transcends destiny, the greatest companion. In the words Malipo, who is baptized in fire, everything comes at a price. Okay. Your journey exploring this mysterious island together shall forever shine. I wish it would last longer. Shine in Umoja's heart. So these are the 2 missing seats. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, there's 7 here. The primal flame illuminates the world. Under banner of Kyongozi, humanity takes its first steps towards the future. Huh. So it looks like we're gonna need more things. There's 2 missing seeds. Well, this is obviously Auroron. I'm assuming greatest companion. That's Paimon. This is Paimon. Utabiti. I think Utabiti is supposed to be Mualani. This is definitely Kanich. Umoja. Oh, Umoja is Mualani. This has to be Kachina. So we're missing 2. This should be the Pyro Archon, allegedly. Unless it's the Pyro Dragon Sovereign. Why is Kachina here and not Zelonen? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I think it's because, you know how the angel was just like, the forger of the name becomes the shell for the ancient name. I think that is why she is not actually part of this list. It's because she is protecting us, air quotes. Thought it was the 6 heroes. That's what I originally thought too, but then there's extra seats here. Like there's 7 and then 6, which is more than 12. I think this is just all the people we have connected with along the way. So this means we already know what Auron's constellation looks like because this has Mualani, Kanich's, and Kachina's constellations, right? So this is what his is gonna look like. It collects our experiences in Natlan. Yeah, and then that helps us craft the ancient name. Because this is Paimon. Like, Paimon technically shouldn't even be in here right now. Malvika's constellation is Pyro symbol. I think it's supposed to represent Malvika, but however, I don't think it's her constellation. Because remember how all the Archon's constellations are kind of themselves? It's not actually like their element, if that makes any sense.
Whoa, it's the two of us! And a sun in the middle!
Sun and moon? Like the Economia book? Okay.
Oh, and that must be... Kachina?
It's not a concrete medium. It reflects the Lord of the Night's will, and shows what she wants you to see.
Like Pokemon? Oh my god. We're getting Pokemon Sun and Moon in Genshin.
Oh, in other words, don't worry about its form. When you want to check the contents, just take it out and have a look.
Sounds convenient! It's also super light and doesn't take up too much space. This is a really awesome gift.
Didn't come at a price. Right?
Oh, yeah. We'd feel bad accepting something like that.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, you two. It's, you know, like you saw yesterday, aiding humanity is the Lord of the Night's mandate.
I'm squinting so hard at you right now, Zealanin.
She would have willingly reconstructed Natlan's ley lines at the cost of her own existence. She wouldn't ask anything in return for this.
Exactly. Just take it.
Well, if you say so.
So soon? We just fought them off.
We can figure that out later. Let's go!
I see. I'll send reinforcements to those 2 locations. This other one is too dangerous. I'll handle it myself.
That sounds like a bad idea.
The remaining locations are remote with no inhabitants. Let's bring our warriors back and make sure they're careful on the retreat.
Understood. I'll spread the word.
We're here. What's going on? Kachina said the Abyss attacked again?
Yes, it's not looking good. Our forces have always been able to handle the sporadic attacks, but now there are more monsters than ever and the attacks are more frequent.
What about the scale? What areas are they targeting?
All of Natlan. Not just around the stadium, but even the remote areas of the Collective of Plenty are reporting attacks.
Could this also be some kind of omen? If things continue like this, then...
We won't last much longer, I know. What we're seeing now is the desperation of the Abyss. It knows we're only one hero short. I don't have the strength to fight it right now. This is its best opportunity and its final chance.
You're saying we just have to hold out for as long as we can?
It'll be a long fight. Our current focus needs to be on protecting civilians and conserving manpower. There are caravans and adventurers trapped in the wild. Many of our warriors have already left to rescue them, but they'll need reinforcements. All right. Shilonen, Kachina, head to the camp near the Children of Echoes. Sitlali, you're needed in the Masters of the Nightwind. As an important figure in the plan, Auroron will stay here. Your tribe is too far from the stadium.
Understood. I'll leave right away.
I prepared a hot air balloon to take you where you're needed.
Oh, that's convenient.
Messengers from the Scions of the Canopy are traveling all around Natlan. Update them once you've completed your mission, and they'll compile the information into a battle report. As I receive intel from the various regions, I'll plan your next move.
All right, no time to lose. Let's go!
That was the slowest let's go that I've ever seen. Y'all not running, actually.
What about us? Where should we go?
I received word that a small team escorting civilians back to the stadium was attacked. They won't be able to hold out for long. Can I leave them to you?
Sure.
Thank you. The hot air balloon is over there.
We get to... Oh? All hotspots that require reinforcements are shown here. Oh! It's on fire! Ride the hot air balloon to reinforce the hotspot. Hit the bottom left thing. Oh, abyssal corrosion. Oh, 18%.
And we're off! Hey, this thing is pretty convenient.
Ah.
It's not only fast, but also saves us a lot of energy.
I'm assuming this is like the boat thing for Natlan specifically. Can I fall off? No. Okay, I can't fall off, which is a good thing because I was really about to try and fall off.
Whoa. There are warriors fighting everywhere.
Not the Rift Wolfhounds.
Seems like chaos in the making. Good thing for those battle reports.
I wanna help! I wanna help! Ah! Why is your long range not longer? Are we there yet? I tried to jump off too, they wouldn't let me. They said absolutely not. We have to make sure these idiots don't fall off. Shaw! Let me help! Up, and they're gone. Bye. Oh, where are we? Oh, we're supposed to be up ahead. I got you! Hold on! Let me off the boat!
Look, they must be trapped! Let's go help!
I'm trying! Let me off this boat!
Reinforcements! Thank goodness!
I'm here. Hi!
Settle down!
Shine down!
Okay, is that everything? Talk to the warrior.
Thank you for coming. We were almost at the breaking point.
There were just too many monsters. They just kept coming, wave after wave. I've never seen it this bad.
At least we got here in time. You all should get going.
I know, but it's not that easy. A lot of people were hurt in the battle just now. Our cart was also attacked, and now our supplies are scattered everywhere.
Ah, it is time for Uber Eats part 305.
That's not important right now. We need to focus on getting out of here alive.
I know, but these were medical supplies. What if they need them back at the stadium?
It's them! Over here!
We came to help, but looks like you don't need it. Nice job making it through.
Now we can head straight to the next location.
What other areas need help?
Here, take a look at the latest battle report. Messengers from the Scions of the Canopy are traveling all around Natlan to pass along the latest intel. If you see a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy, feel free to ask them about the latest battle situation.
Thanks! Now where should we go next?
Seems like you can hold your own in a fight, so let's split up. Choose where you want to go and we'll take the rest.
Still looks like they could use some help here, though. These supplies are really important. What should we do?
It's all right. Don't delay your rescue efforts on our account.
But if we stay here too long, the monsters might come back.
What do you think, Traveler? Should we stay and help? Paimon will do whatever you decide.
Well, we can decide or... Monitor total deaths, instant resolve 1. Okay, so it's 23% abyssal activity. Okay, so we can talk to 2 other people. Hotspot for reinforced. Can I talk to... Oh, you 2 or the other 2 people? No. Teppo's... Hold on, let me talk to you.
Traveler, can I ask you a favor?
Oh,
My
yes.
mother's a doctor. When she heard about the attacks in the wilderness, she rushed out to help, and I haven't heard from her since. I'm worried. She's not a fighter, and I can't leave to check on her. I want her to stay out of this. So if you see her, can you please tell her to take shelter?
Of course, we've got this.
Thank you. Oh, that makes it easier to focus on the current battle.
Okay, so you want us to go find your mom. And then this other person wants us to...
Do you get scared?
That is a loaded question.
Normal? You mean I'm not being a coward?
I think being a coward is just looking at the scary situation and choosing to run away from it.
Not at all. You're here, aren't you? Ready to fight even despite your fear. That's impressive.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Thanks, you 2.
You just wanted motivation. Okay, that's fine. That's easier to do. Check the map and select a hotspot. Ooh. We're gonna have to go through all of these eventually. Let's go here. I feel like this is closer. Yeah, if we go down, Mualani has stuff to say. Interesting. Let's see, accept this, and then let's go south. Is it not gonna say anything? Okay.
Hey, Kanich just ran past. He must be busy delivering messages. At least he didn't look hurt.
I like that we have like this overview of like seeing all these other people at work. Defeat all the opponents. Okay. Let me out.
This
Hello.
is it. Looks like a battle is in progress. Let's go help them.
How much longer are these things gonna keep coming?
For a very long time, actually.
We're reaching the breaking point!
Thank you so much. You came just in time.
What's going on? Were other places hit?
Yeah, seems like it.
The Pyro Archon told us to be ready to evacuate. She warned us something like this could happen. But I never thought there would be this many monsters.
You got here just in time. But what should we do about the wounded?
The wounded?
This area was hit bad. We're housing the wounded in this house for now, but we're short on medicine. It's not easy for them to get around either. We don't know what to do next. We're sitting ducks if we stay here, but we can't just leave them behind.
Thank goodness you're here, though. You saved us all.
You should move them to the signs of Canopy while you still have the chance.
You're right. The monsters are gone, so should be safe for now. Some of my men can escort them.
That will take time, though. And some of the wounded can't walk. They might have to stay here.
Don't worry. Once we escort the first group, I'll call for reinforcements. That way, everyone can evacuate.
Let's help them out here for now. Then we can head to the next area. Oh, there's a messenger over there. Don't forget, we can get the latest intel from them.
I wonder why we're like... They're just like, hey, get the intel!
Thanks for your help. I've updated the intel on this area. I'll start spreading the word. Hang in there, you two. A lot of places still need your help.
Oh. Check the map for reinforcement. Why can I go this way, though?
Quick, over here. Follow me.
Look, someone's surrounded!
Is this like a side mission? Like... I don't know if just the Hilichurls died, if you just got water jetted.
They really came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was close. Thank you for coming all this way to help us, Doctor.
Just doing my part.
Doctor? Wait, do you know Tapos?
He's my son. Why? Did something happen to him?
Oh! Oh, okay, so we're unlocking parts of the story as we help other people. That's really nice. I like that detail.
No, he's fine. He's just worried about you. He asked us to tell you to seek shelter.
Ah, I see. I know it's dangerous to be out and about like this, but I just can't sit back and do nothing. How about this? I'll write to him and promise to team up with the next group of warriors I come across. I'll be safer that way.
Sounds good. Paimon's sure he'll be relieved you're okay.
Thank you for passing along his message.
Can I go this way? Oh, I can't. So he's doing his own thing over there. Oh, gathering beasts. A large number of abyssal monsters suddenly appeared in the wilderness. Nearby warriors are searching for any monster propagating abyssal pylons. Have you heard the news? Kanish has also rushed to this location. You're not talking to anyone, bro. I guess it's just like, oh, you can update. You can like see what other people are doing. Mualani's gone. Oh, she's gone. Oh, the Pyro Archon's up here. There was a collapse deep within the Children of Echo's mine shafts. And to make things worse, lava also poured in, trapping many of the workers. Malvika's about to go solo to rescue them. So Malvika's over there. Capitano's over here. Oh. That's a little dangerous. A serious landslide has occurred out in the mountainside due to intense monster activity at the summit. The captain of Fatui detachment led by him are on the scene, clearing out the monsters and rescuing the injured. I really like this detail where you can kind of see like the people that you know, just like what they're doing and stuff like that while you go on your own mission. What's Wyna doing? Wyna, chief of the Scions of Canopy, is recruiting new couriers to deal with the ever-increasing battle report workload. I wish we could help them, but I know, like, it's probably not the case. We have our own mission to go to. Surviving courier's missive. A battle reports indicate that the crisis in the area has been resolved by Nusta and her team. Let's hope everything's gone well. Okay, so that's going okay. Right, it gives so much, like, more atmosphere and, like, kind of, like, details to the whole battle. Like, even though you can't see everything that's going on, at least you can see these small snippets of story. It makes it feel like this whole region is alive and active and it's not just us doing the thing right. And it makes, like, the scale, I think, of this war and, like, this battle so much bigger than what we can only perceive within this tiny little area. We're literally only one person. This is a nationwide, issue that's happening right now. I really like that it's active and not stagnant. Yeah, I wish I got to see what Mualani's one said. I didn't know that we couldn't help them out like that. So I think we have to go... Let's go to where Capitano is. Right, it can itch moving around and stuff. It's so nice. Hello, I am here to assist you.
There is no escape! Yoo-hoo! Time to shine!
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled!
Can this thing go away? Oh my god!
Settle down!
Oh, they are Electro, so that's probably what's happening right now.
Order guide you!
Hello? Where'd you go? Just
bow your head.
None of y'all wanted to do the killing strike? Alright. Oi! Bad. Bad dog.
Be sanctified.
Thanks for the help.
You're the captain soldiers, aren't you?
Yes, per his order, we're now under the Pyro Archon's command. Not everyone understood his decision, but our Lord's orders take precedence over all.
We're alive because of them. They saved us.
Wow, guess that means we should thank you guys. This feels so weird.
Agreed. Where are you headed? The people of the Springs?
That was the plan, but I don't know if it's safe anymore.
I suggest heading to the stadium. Most of the manpower will be focused there, so it'll be safer than staying with the tribes. Once we take care of these monsters, some of our soldiers will escort you.
Thank you so much.
Guess a little extra help never hurts.
People from all over Natlan are heading to the stadium. That area needs to be the center of our defensive efforts. If your other tasks are complete, I'm sure the people there could use your aid.
Gotcha. Thank you for the intel.
Hearing those words from you also feels quite strange for me, but I can only accept the situation at hand. The captain must have known the situation would get a lot more dire than expected. That would explain why he was so anxious.
Oh my god, the captain's anxious. Oh my god. Okay, next spot.
The captain was right. The situation's not looking good. Just look at the amount of people we've had to rescue. We shouldn't linger. We'll get these people back on the road, then head to our next destination.
I do like that dynamic of having the Fatui by our side. It's kind of just like, well, I guess we are here. Helping them, I suppose.
I want to seek shelter as well, but the people of the Springs need these potions. I have to get them there.
Could the Fatui escort you?
I'm not sure about that.
We can get you close. It's on our way.
Oh, well, great. I appreciate it.
Okay, so they're gonna go do their thing. They're gonna go to the people of Springs. Who's here? Go as one. What's happening here? The team of warriors from the people of the Springs are helping their Saurian companions retreat towards the stadium. Despite the reports of monsters' activity along the way, do not yet need any support. Okay. How did Capitano go from here all the way to here? A key pass among the mountaintops around the stadium have been occupied by swarming monsters. Their lairs are easy to defend but having to attack. Having heard this, the captain has headed over to the scene. Okay. Who else is helping? Waina is still doing the same situation. What's going on with you? Ashikuku, the warrior from the Signs of Canopy, and his comrades are holding the line there and are aimed to send the wounded from here over to the tribe. The doctor and Mayo Hell is with them, providing them much medical aid. Okay, this is the same as last time. Who else is here? There's a troop here. A team of Fatui soldiers is escorting civilians evacuated from the Master of Nightwind over to the stadium. The Abyss has contaminated the roads, forcing them to make a detour through the mountain pass. Alright, the abyssal monsters gradually increase in number, plunging the warriors into a vortex of endless battle. By the time reinforcements arrived, there was already serious casualties in the area. Okay, so there's casualties up there as well. What's Kachina doing? Monsters infest both flanks of the valley around the Children of Echoes. The relevant personnel are currently organizing the rescue operations, with Kachina among their number. Wait, where's the next part we're supposed to help with? Is that it? Oh wait, no, back here. I do like that after like 2 times they give you this teleport thing now.
Wow, there are so many people here? Looks like it really is getting too dangerous for people to stay out in the wild. Guess that means the situation isn't getting any better. Well, we'll just have to keep fighting.
But how long can we hold out? How long can everyone else hold out is now a new question as well. Who else? Who else is here? Whoa. Ooh, that doesn't look good.
I will have order. Gather.
Yoo-hoo!
Let the mighty be humbled.
Where's the Abyssal Paimon? I definitely...
Shine down!
I know I don't have any Natlan characters help, but whatever. Oh wow, I did not even see Farina's face. It was just her chin. Oh, hi buddy.
Oh, Kanichi, you're back!
Enna no. I wanted a breather anyway.
Yeah, it really feels like we're running short on people everywhere. It's so dangerous out there. Just when we think everything's under control, another thing goes off the deep end. Not that Paimon's complaining, it's just... What if things get even worse?
It's going to, because the Abyss knows we're one short.
Okay, that's enough out of you!
Enna no. Where's Malvika? Enna no.
Yeah, she always seems so confident. Plus, she told us you can only become the Archon by proving your strength.
Enna no.
Good idea! Maybe we can see if the people around here need anything in the meantime.
Even on our break, we can still be helpful.
Looks like we're on the same page. There are a lot of people in here. Could they all be refugees?
I assume so. Oh, it's the same people. Wait, no, these are different people.
Ah, it's you two. Oh, I'm so glad you're all right.
Hey, you made it back!
Sure did. Dargo made sure we got back safely before rushing out again.
Plus, we managed to deliver the medical supplies to the stadium. I really can't thank you enough for your help.
I managed to accept my fear, but I still want to ask you one last thing.
If I die, do you think anyone will remember me?
That is a loaded question, my guy. Don't think about that. Do your best to stay alive.
Yeah, please do whatever you can to stay alive. Your life is super important.
My life is super important. Got it. Thank you again for leading me to the answer.
Homie is gonna give me a crisis. Oh, do you guys say anything after that? Inna. No one asked is crazy though.
Oh, I didn't expect to see you here. My son wrote back to me and said things are under control on his end. That's one less thing to worry about for now. Anyway, I followed a group of warriors back here when I heard they needed medical personnel at the stadium. My age means I can't charge to the front lines, but I can handle things here. Everything will get better.
The commissions just keep coming one after another. Normally I'd be happy, but given the circumstances...
It's only a commission if you get paid. This is something else entirely.
Still, everyone's doing their part. There's more to adventuring than commission fees. Anyone can be an adventurer.
Except those who like to play it safe.
The protection of this location is critical. Our current forces won't be enough. We need reinforcements.
I'm sure other areas are thinking the exact same thing.
Hey, you two! We made it back in one piece. Honestly, it's all thanks to you. The Fatui that helped us are still fighting out there. I hope they're okay.
That's it. I need a break.
Homie was breathing in my ear. Oh my god. You say anything?
I'm terrified. The monsters aren't gonna show up here, right?
Wanna get some rest, Traveler? We have to head out again in a bit.
Yeah, let's get some EPs. The latest battle reports here. Okay. Who am I? Oh, I'm talking to you. I forgot you were here. Enna. No. Enna no. No, Enna. No. No, Enna no.
What's going on?
Oh, and it's Abyssal Pylon. Enna no. Enna. Enna. Enna no. Locked up. Oh, I'm Kaditch. I didn't want to use Kaditch. I was going to use Nuvalet. This is not what I wanted to do. I know this is trial Kaditch, but also this is not the right team for the Kaditch trial.
There is no escape.
Listen, I needed the shield, my guy.
This is getting interesting.
Order.
Torn to oblivion.
Be sanctified.
I can't even see what's going on. I'm not even going to lie to you. Another one? Bro!
Silence!
We just hit that one. They're recovering so fast.
Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
I will have order.
Let my name echo
There are
in
too many
sound.
of them! They just keep coming!
Where's the thing? Oh, there it is. Hello? Can I have a how?
Oh, glory! Deadwood blaze and dragon fire!
A new one. I love that you can hear a how in the background just screaming his
There
head
is no
off.
escape.
Homie, chill. We're
Solidify.
relax.
Shower me with
There's other things to take care of right now. Hello, can I switch? The one time I want to switch to Knitch?
the Lord of the Night! Time for you to pay the price.
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Oh, cutscene! Kachina, baby! Oh, that looks really bad. Oh, that looks really bad! The sky is fake, the sky is fake, the sky is fake, the sky is fake! Oh, absolutely the fuck not! I don't want— What is that?! This is bad. Oh, this is so bad. I swear to God, if our sibling pops out for like funsies and just like, hi, I'm here now, I'm going to riot. Oh, that was sick. Someone's gonna block it. There we go. Anyway, that was hot. Spiral Abyss floor 13. Oh, he's a bow user. Interesting.
Thanks.
The situation is grave. Hold this position. Keep the people safe.
Chaos and emptiness. So that's—
Oh my God, he's so itchy.
And it knows that now is its best chance.
But the sacred flame!
Archon's on the case.
This looks bad. Are you gonna actually use the Gnosis? I don't like how cubical that looks. Why is it always the cubes? Why does it always has to be the cubes?
What was that?
Cubes. Heavenly principles. I don't know. I don't like it.
Laugh all you want, it's gonna eat you too!
No. It emitted a huge amount of abyssal energy. This is a full-scale invasion of Natlan. You got it!
The fact that Deadpan Kanich is this nervous just goes to show how serious this really is. Oh, let's go. The disaster's really happening.
That's a lot of deaths. There's a lot of active monsters. 54%?
Thanks for your help. We'll manage for now. Please go help the other affected areas.
Nowhere's safe from the Abyss monsters now, but at least they're still scared off by the sacred flame. We'll stay here and protect any refugees who have come here to seek sanctuary.
Oh. It's quiet. Everyone left. It's no longer safe, so I'm not surprised, but damn! It is so empty now! I guess we— oh, hello? I guess all we can really do is just go on the balloon. Or I can check the map, actually. That's probably a smart idea. Oh, Mualani's back! The hot springs of the people of Springs have been defiled by the Abyss's power. The tribespeople have organized an effort to purify the waters. Mualani and Amina are taking part as well. There's been no update from the sector for some time. Situation unknown. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so they don't have an update. Oh, there's things here. This place is wholly consumed by abyssal power. No life can endure here. None dare approach. It's gonna say the same thing. The abyssal creatures have broken through the Flower Feather Clan's defensive line with the civilians yet to evacuate, with brutal implications for the battle. There's people who haven't escaped. Okay, this is gonna be another area. What do you got? Warriors from the Scions of Canopy guard this outpost such that civilians who have been hurt in the wild and those unable to move quickly may seek temporary shelter here. There's been no update from the sector for some time. Situation unknown. You're gonna say the same thing. It's the same text, but situation is now unknown. Oh, there's a whole swath here. The Abyss's power spreads from this place to all of Natlan. The monsters are endless. Their attacks inevitable. Oh, that's some lore shit right there. What you got? Situation unknown as well. Same text. Same text, situation unknown. What you got? The origin of abyssal power has appeared in the skies above. Kinich is rushing over to investigate. As of yet, no further intel from him has arrived. I mean, he just ran off, like just now. And this says situation unknown. Okay. Feel like getting closer to this area might help out with the situation more. Like, no, for real. Everyone's either fighting or dead. Like, I feel like it shows how, like, desperate the people are for the people of Natlan to fight back.
The Saurians are fighting each other! No, wait, something's wrong. They're abyss monsters!
Like, it shows the desperation of Natlan's strife. But also, like, shows how serious the situation is.
Let the mighty be humble.
Right, they did such a good job of environmental building. Like, I think out of all the world building, I like this one the most. Like, technically, let's be real, you didn't have to read any of that text, but reading it makes everything, like, kind of more serious, and, like, you kind of realize the scope of what's happening. Like, you could definitely skip over a bunch of this text.
Silence!
Shine down!
Who's here? Oh, there you are.
Over here! Come on! Quick!
Oh no. No, seeing the dead Saurians makes me sad.
Hey! Wake up! And you! Wake up!
They're all dead.
Oh no! Were we too late?
We were on our way to the stadium with our Saurians when that dark entity emerged in the sky. Seconds later, the abyss monsters appeared and changed into Saurian form. They fought till the end to protect us. And now...
Which one of you in Hoyoverse hates the Saurians? Like, I just need to know, why do you hate them so much? Like, every single time you put Saurians into here, it's just to hurt us. How dare you? I am offended. I'm in pain. How dare you? You should keep moving. There's no place to hang around.
Right. You need to get to the stadium. Come on, we'll take you.
Right. Somebody are sick.
I guess. Thank you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Truly, I am. May the Wyab watch over your souls, now and forever.
Oh, the baby doesn't have its parent anymore. Oh, Paimon.
Huh?
This is no disaster. This is war.
Yeah. Paimon knows, it's just... It hasn't fully sunk in yet. But anyway, right now, let's focus on getting them to the stadium. With any luck, there'll be an update waiting for us there. If not, we'll just have to play things by ear.
I had to step away from the game a few times yesterday. This shit was too much. I think that's the point. I think it's supposed to make you uncomfortable. Which is really good. Because war should be uncomfortable. We shouldn't be used to seeing war. Like, I am really happy with how they're describing, like, and like showing us how the war has affected Natlan. Not through just like telling us, but through also showing us through the map, through like the environmental storytelling. It makes me really happy, especially after like there were some weaker points in some of the stories. This makes the world building so much stronger. This is a far cry from the war we saw in Inazuma. Right! Like, I wish we had this in Inazuma. We didn't see any form of destruction in Inazuma. This is actually like we're seeing the nation of war.
Need the latest battle report? We don't have too much information since so few messengers are making it back here. But as I understand, the folks at the Scions of the Canopy Outpost suffered a large-scale abyss attack as they were trying to evacuate civilians to the stadium. If you're free, please head there immediately.
Okay, so that was the last report. Abyssal activity strong. Ley line status dented. 516. That's not good. That's really not good. What we got? These are probably all the same. This is spread here. This place is wholly consumed by abyssal powers. That's the same text. You rescued the survivors here who, whether they be human or saurian, burn with the desire to defend their home. Same text. Same text. Oh, it's getting worse. It's going upwards. Like, it's starting from... It's interesting that it's starting in these specific ancient ruins, too. Any reports? No reports. No reports. No reports. No reports. Oh, there was a person here before. You moved up here. Guards are present around the clock to ensure that civilians who have evacuated here from the surrounding lands may safely enter the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. There's been no update from the sector from this time. Situation unknown. And these are all taken out too. The immense power of the Abyss has taken on some ineffable form. It now hangs up on high, staining the skies of Natlan black, spreading endless calamity upon every inch of the still-breathing land. This is the only location, I think. You also have no update. We gotta go here. Imagine not being from Natlan and watching consumed by giant purple mist. I mean, didn't that happen in Inazuma? But that was really far away. Like, imagine the people in Sumeru, like, reporting this. Or, like, Fontaine, because, like, Fontaine is, like... Oh, God. You can't see it, actually. Oh, wow. It looks like a closed-off nation. But, like, Sumeru would be over here. I guess, like, the people of the desert wouldn't really be able to report. But Fontaine up here... People are definitely reporting from up here. Being in the Sumeru Desert and watching it all happen a mile away, and you can't do anything about it. I think that's the worst part about it. I definitely feel like the Steambird has definitely reported on the situation right now. Because, of course, if you're gonna see giant black, like, and purple mist in the sky, like, in the nation of Natlan, like, so far away, Fontaine is close enough where they can see it. They would definitely have reported it by now. And the information definitely would have spread out throughout to that. Charlotte will be on duty. Charlotte's definitely ready to report on this. The music's also really good.
Look! Someone's still fighting!
Oh god, now there's dead people too.
Order guide you.
There is no escape!
I'm stuck.
Let the mighty be humbled. Settle down.
Wait, where's the other dude fighting? Oh, you're still here. I was about to get worried for you.
Now you shall perish.
That completely missed. Love that for me.
Silence.
Anyone else? Anyone here? Oh, hi, buddy. Wait, what the heck are you at? Ew, are you another version of, like, the flying things in Mondstadt?
It's you. You came.
What happened? Well, of course we know what happened. They're all kind of dead.
After you left, some of them started evacuating the civilians, while the rest stayed behind to keep guard, but they're all dead. I'm the only survivor. We're done for now. The Abyss will attack again any minute. And then I'll be a dead man too. The last few civilians holed up indoors won't stand a chance.
Hang in there. We'll think of something. There's gotta be a way out of this.
Like what? None of the civilians have any combat experience. There are old people, children, wounded. They can't defend themselves.
The monsters are gone for now, right?
Get back inside. It's too dangerous out here.
I know it's dangerous. That's why I came out.
Same.
Huh? What is this?
Can you spare some equipment for us? I've never been in a battle before, but I'm young and I can hold a weapon. That's gotta count for something.
And I used to fight in the pilgrimage when I was a younger man. Admittedly, I never made it very far. But if you hand me a spear, I think the old muscle memory will kick in.
There are others willing to join us as well. I persuaded them to fight. We can't let the blood spilled by our warrior brethren be in vain. We can't watch on as our heroes lose heart, and we can't let them fight alone.
I really like this. This reminds me, I think it was something that happened in history. I think after the bombing of Hiroshima, during the evacuation process, I think there were a lot of elderly in Japan that volunteered to clean up the process and were willingly exposed to radiation. I can't remember if it was Hiroshima or Fukushima where this happened. And the elderly was just like, I don't want to sacrifice the younger so that they can continue on this generation. And they decided, because I'm so old, I want to help clean up this process and let the younger generation survive. Hiroshima or Nagasaki? Yeah, one of those two. I just remember there was a lot of nuclear waste and radiation poisoning that they could have gotten by doing this. I'm so sad seeing these guys pop up and help despite their condition. I think it's supposed to inspire motivation for you to continue on and keep fighting. It's supposed to be hey, everyone needs to take part in this.
We don't have much equipment left. Okay, take these. With a few extra fighters, we should just about be able to hold our own. It'll be a slow advance, but that's better than being stuck here. Everyone who's fighting, be prepared to follow my orders to the letter.
Yes, sir.
Got it.
Take our hot air balloon. You can use it to get to the stadium.
No need. You'll have other people to save. We're taking up arms so that you can focus on more important things. You're the heroes, after all.
Okay, well, try going that way. That's the route we came from, and there weren't too many monsters.
Thank you, both. You've been a huge help. I am devastated by the deaths of my brothers in arms. But if their sacrifice means anything, I have to live on.
We're not going down without a fight.
Just be careful.
Thanks. We will. Now, go. There are other people to save out there.
Oh, they disappear. Oh, wait, no, they're going. Oh, you can see them walk off. That's honestly such a nice touch. All right, time to check the map. New area. Insufficient intelligence. Oh, Rift Wolfhounds. They went so hard. It's so good.
Doesn't look like we'll be able to find anyone here. The monsters are all that's left.
Damn.
This is order.
And how quiet the music is too.
Let the world come alive!
Honestly, if you didn't hear any of the battle stuff, the music itself is already so eerie and it's such a nice touch. Alright, who's here? You?
Nope. Nobody here.
There's literally nothing. It's silent. The quietness is so terrifying, right? And it started off with loud music when we started off this quest. And every time we went into a new region, there was different music. It got quieter and quieter until everyone's dead.
The latest intel said the Children of Echoes need support too. Let's head over.
Just seeing all the bodies everywhere is such it's so eerie and this is such good world building. I'm so happy about this. Oop, not party setup. It's getting worse. New area. This is one of the locations that were given as a choice and you went down to help the Saurians, so this is the direct consequence. Oh! Damn!
These warriors are struggling! Quick, let's help them!
Damn, so because we didn't help one area, the other area, everyone died. That's... Oh.
Settle down! Be sanctified. An oversight on my part. Gather!
Torn to oblivion! There is no escape!
Let my name echo in song! Yoo-hoo!
That's crazy that we actually were given a choice, and that choice directly led to, even though it's not like playable characters, right, that died, there were still like, you could see the bodies of like at least more than 10 people die because of your own actions. Order. Well, technically,
stabilize.
Both action and inaction. You chose to go to the other location, so because you did that, the location you didn't help, everyone's gone.
Bow your head.
Anyone else? Got one. Oi.
Thank you so much. You saved the day. The enemy attacks grow stronger with each wave. We're nearly at breaking point. Given how few of us are left, I think it's time we cut our losses. This base is as good as gone.
Yeah, everyone needs to stick together. Best to regroup somewhere else.
Better late than never. Time to evacuate. Warriors, gather round.
And it shows how few people are left as
For
well.
anyone who still wants to fight on the front lines, the Children of Echo's front is the closest to here. Anyone who wants to leave will likely also see action as they evacuate, but will be afforded safety at the stadium. Those are the options. We're abandoning this base, and you're free to stay with the group or leave. With our limited numbers, I can't promise that we'll be of any real assistance to the Children of Echo's war effort. Even if we do join them, please bear this in mind as you make your decision. Now then, anyone who wishes to keep fighting, show me how serious you are. Really? Even after my less than rousing speech?
Why would we give up now, after everything we've been through? We didn't stick it out this far just to admit defeat.
We can't give another inch to the Abyss. We have to fight them back. If not for our own sake, then at least for our fallen brethren.
Very well. For Natlan.
For Natlan!
We may be few in number, but our will remains strong. We will join the ranks of the Children of Echoes, and they will be stronger for it, however little.
Okay, well, take care of yourselves.
Don't worry. It'll be just like another Night Warden war. We'll force the Abyss back if it's the last thing we do.
What was that? Huh? What happened? Oh my god, someone sent a wish!
Shoot! That creepy abyss thing is raining down a dangerous-looking substance again!
That's over towards people of the Springs territory. From what I've heard, their defenses have been substantially weakened by the Abyss invasion.
Then let's head over and check on them! What the? Hyman can't believe it!
Oh god, what the heck is that?
Settle down!
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like
Illusion
that.
shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
That's not the burst I wanted to do, but sure, we'll go with that.
Strike a pose! Let the world come alive!
Be sanctified.
It's too darn strong! Our attacks are useless! Oh, why isn't anything working? At this rate, the Abyss is just gonna keep sending more and more monsters! The next wave will be here soon! We need to get out of here! Let's check the area for survivors, and hurry! There's just one battle report left, and it gives a long list of places where the dangerous substance has been dropping. This is the first report we've had in ages, which means the messenger's job has become all but impossible. But there's nothing we can do about that. Our priority is to get to the next affected zone. Even if we don't find any survivors, maybe that strange substance over there won't be as rock solid as here. There's a chance at least.
Dire, disordered, active monsters 2000, total deaths 2000s. Oh. Hello? What? Can I not pick it up? I guess I cannot pick it up, whatever the shiny thing is.
Down.
They said no, no picking it up. Also, interesting that this looks like an eye. I don't know. Something to note, I suppose. Okay, Mulaney's gone from here. Signs of Canopy is next. Then we gotta probably go to Children of Echoes last. Ooh, I don't like that. Oh no, we're gonna have to ride the hot air balloon. We're just gonna watch all the destruction from every location and be unable to do anything about it. Or I can fall off the totem and then actually not get on this freaking hot air balloon. It is so quiet. Right. They turned off all the teleports and just like, you have to watch and witness the destruction of everything that's been going on. And you can do nothing about it. What the hell is going on with that little, like, thing over there? That wasn't there before. Like, this is what the destruction led to.
There are just too many. It's beyond anything we've seen before.
That other location where the other people were fighting before on that canopy, it's just monsters now. Oh, that's just a spirit way? Oh, I had no idea. Literally, there's nothing else you can see but monsters and the abyss. Literally no one here. There's nothing but the ominous sounds of strings. It sounds like there's hope, because strings normally are associated with hope. And that, like, chord progression normally is. But it's spread out and it's so thin to the point where it doesn't feel like hope. It just feels like an ominous, like, overshadow, like, overbearing location. Like, all you can see is death. Right, and the dead Saurians on the bridges. You're going on every location that you've gone through throughout the last 3 acts. And there's nothing but dead Saurians and abyssal monsters. Like, even the pan flute, which is supposed to be normally associated with very happy instrumentals, sounds more solemn. Paimon actually sounds really distressed and traumatized, yeah. I like that this is like a slow descent into like seeing everything here. There's nothing here. It's just death.
Traveler, this war is getting too much for Paimon to take.
It's war, Paimon. Don't be afraid, Paimon. I know we can win this.
Okay, let's do this.
I feel like Malvika's gonna have to use the Gnosis to reset the ley lines. There doesn't seem to be any other way. I don't think there is any other way, actually. If the death toll has gotten so high, what can we do? What about the grave cost? Is there a reason to preserve memory when the people who are supposed to retell those stories are dead? How much do you value the life of current lives versus history? I think that's the entire point to this Archon quest right now.
Oh, thank goodness, those people are still standing!
Alright. We at least got this, right? Oh, they're even stronger wolfhounds.
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
This is order. Gather! Let the mighty be humbled!
Move out! You've got to get out of here!
And every conversation we've been having has been getting shorter and shorter.
Still no luck, huh? What on earth are these things? How are they invulnerable to attack?
Yeah, at least with regular abyssal pylons, anyone with a vision can destroy them. But this thing, no one's seen anything like it before.
Can we use that power that Traveler has, that Deus Ex Machina things out of existence? Like, is that a possibility? Traveler has a limit to how much abyssal energy they can clear, otherwise they would have done that to the pylons. Yeah. She told us if she uses, she'll erase the whole Night Kingdom and its memory, which also means erasing their history as well. So it really is the sacrifice of, like, past history versus current human lives, which I don't have a good answer to. I think for me, the Gnosis solution is a temporary solution. I agree with you, because there is a line where Malvika says, like, once you use the Gnosis, or, like, you know, the other method that with the Lord of the Night Kingdom is, like, what happens when the Abyss attacks again? Like, we're gonna have another situation like this. The price is too high for a temporary solution. But at the same time, I'm just like, what other methods can you do? If Natlan is wiped off the face of the earth, which I don't think it will be, because we still need an Act 5. What else are we going to do? I would pay that price if it ended things forever, right? Use the power of the 6. Yeah, that is true. The problem is, can the 6th one show up already? Like equally as Capitano questions Malvika, risking it to hold out, you also have to question Capitano's risk and hoping that people will rise again. Yeah, I think both Malvika and Capitano see the best out of humans, kind of just like they are resilient, they know what they're going to do. It is just that both of them rely on a choice that neither of them have control over. And I think to each other, that's what they fear the most, because they feel like the other person's choice won't work out.
It's like a part of that sky demon's body or something. Whatever it is, it seems like it can spawn abyssal pylons, and with them, a never-ending stream of abyss monsters. We're just no match for it.
At this point, retreat looks like our best option. We're fighting a losing battle here. The stadium is our only hope. That's where the sacred flame is, which seems to be the one thing that well of abyssal energy is afraid of. The Pyro Archon is guarding the flame. As long as that continues, we still have hope.
See, but that's the thing. It feels like by the end of this, we're not gonna have the abyssal flame.
What's this?
Water, and some snacks. You look like you need it. I'm guessing you've been supporting the fight all over the map? Sounds like you need a breather.
I would also like therapy after all this is over, thank you.
We got enough people to hold our own here, and it's high time you took a break. Why don't you sit down and gather your strength for a minute?
It's true. We've been fighting pretty much non-stop. Traveler, you must be exhausted. What do you think?
Right now, there are bigger things to worry about. This is the first time a nation where we had to deal with actual reason to use a Gnosis, right? I don't think the others had a reason to use it. Technically, no, because all the Gnoses were being used for something else in the other regions. I think this is the first one where it's kind of just like, okay, we know what the Gnosis is for. We know what the Gnosis can do in this specific scenario. Now it's just a choice of whether or not to use it.
What is it?
As long as that dark monstrosity remains unbeaten, gathering together might actually put a target on Children Echo's back.
Oh, you're right. Well, then guess we'd better go warn them. It's your decision. If you want to set off right away, Paimon will come with you.
Oh, can we talk to them? No. Oh, you guys might be able to chat, actually.
These monsters, they're what the winners of the pilgrimage go on to fight, aren't they? So that makes us veterans of the Night Warden Wars now, too.
I hadn't thought of it like that, but now that you mention it, yeah, you're right. Neither of us are name bearers, so in principle, we should never have had the chance to fight on the front lines. In that sense, this is kind of a dream come true for us, isn't it? We're not in this for fame or glory, but for our childhood dreams of one day becoming a hero.
I know they're coping, but also, like, I think that's the only hope they have at this point. Yeah, what else can you do? Oh no, this is where Kachina and Zealanen are. Oh no. No information from Kinich. No information from Mualani. Everyone's taken over. Like, it's so... An abyss tumor fell here, twisting it into the lair for monsters, which are not even the barest trace of survivors. Anyone here?
Oh no, the monsters have already stormed in!
Oh, it's you guys. Things are bad here. Something fell out of the sky that's impervious to our attacks.
Not just here, we've run into a few of these along the area.
It's a good thing you did, otherwise we might not have made it in time.
Kachina, he and I can deal with the remaining monsters and abyssal pylons. You should go catch up with the rest of the group before your parents start worrying about you.
Stay safe, Kachina.
Come on, let's get this done.
Oh, Trial Zealanen. Okay. Where are we skating to?
Bring it!
I love that we can just sit there. How do I get down? Oh, there's literally a staircase. That would explain more.
Let my name echo in song!
Ow!
Bow your head. Stop.
Alright, you need to stop.
The tides beckon.
Can we stop flipping Nuvi out of thin air? Like, please?
Quake!
Oh, that was not what I wanted to do!
Inazuma shines eternal!
I will have order.
Let engraved names echo!
Hello?
Silence!
More? Okay.
Alright.
Oh, this is gonna be a whole stretch with the children's scions, isn't it?
Time to shine! Strike a pop!
Let the mighty be humbled.
Oh god, even the machinery too. Stop!
Torn to oblivion!
Shower me!
This is order.
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Bow your head.
That it? You have more?
Alright.
There's no longer any music, so I'm very confused as to where I need to go. Oh, this way. Homie's just behind a wall. I cannot believe the battle music stopped for one hilichurl. Oh, I would like to know where I am, actually. Hello? Thanks, Farida. Alright, where are we going? Oh, I think I'm supposed to go south. My bad. What are you fighting? What are you attacking? Girly pop. There we go. That makes more sense.
Illusion shattered.
Let the world collide!
Now you shall perish.
The tides beckon. Silence!
Okay, that's pylon's done. We got anyone else? Evac complete. Prepare to fall back. Okay. Anyone else? Oh, Zealand's gone. I can't switch her from my running party. Okay.
Yep, that's everyone. And no more casualties by the look of things. Yeah, this is, good. We can evacuate shortly. I appreciate your help. How are things out there? Pretty dire, I bet?
Pretty dire.
Some of the things I've seen, I don't know if I'll ever be able to get them out of my mind. Are we in Natlan doomed to this fate? I've never witnessed a full-scale abyss invasion before. I mean, I'd heard stories about the sky being painted black, but I always thought that was an exaggeration. Mawika has witnessed this all before, so she knew better than anyone the terror and despair an abyss invasion would bring.
Yeah, and despite that, she's still facing it head-on.
We've had to abandon our homes and chase the dying light of day. And maybe the only time we'll see the dawn again is in our dreams. But as long as there's even a sliver of hope, I am not gonna give up.
Me neither.
We should catch up with the group. Let's...
Oops. I think it's because they know Flower Feather Clan is the last one that they need in terms of the heroes. So that's why they're attacking that one the worst.
What? Isn't it Chaska's tribe? She said she was gonna take Koichi home to rest for a while.
Hey, Genshin, if you're gonna pull a Silver and Malus, you better not do it off screen.
But how, right? Everyone's struggling just to defend themselves. There is no spare manpower. At this rate, it won't be long before even the stadium is indefensible. And with everyone congregating at the stadium, the Abyss forces will start converging there too. Then there'll be a battle on a scale much larger than anything we've seen so far. On the bright side, at least my old injuries aren't playing up at the moment. Means I can actually join in with the fighting.
The crux of the issue is that the heart of the Abyss itself has joined the invasion. That's a power we just can't match. I have every faith in the courage of our people. The Natlanese will never give in to despair. But still, the fact is, our lives are more fragile than our spirits.
Traveler Paimon knows what you're about to say.
We have to go to the Flower Feather Clan.
Yeah, Paimon sure is getting tired from all this flying, but it doesn't matter. Wherever you go, Paimon's going too.
Unless the Pyro Archon succeeds in their plan, every life we save is worth it.
Yep, we'll leave the Children of Echoes to you guys. Flower Feather Clan, hang in there. We're coming. If there was ever a time to push ourselves to the limit, that time is now.
We're going. I swear to God. They better not kill Kuhi.
Over there! It's Chaska and Koichi!
If they kill
Traveler!
Koichi,
Over here!
because that's where the story is leading to me, at least.
Bow your head.
How else? My real question is really how is Chaska going to get her ancient name? The only way I can think about it, and especially since this is Act 4, and last time we had an Act 4 death, it was Silver and Malus. Was that Act 3? I can't remember. But
order guide you.
Considering she was already injured,
Solidify.
she might not be in a state where she can actually fight back.
Silence.
There is no escape!
Oh, she's not in good state. Koichi? And she is corrupted by abyssal corrosion. Can we do the traveler thing and just, you know, help?
What happened to her? She's covered in abyssal energy!
help her. How much can we help if we're... Can we actually do it, though? Okay. Is she okay?
Please, save her. How's that, Koichi? Any better now?
Koichi! Koichi!
Okay, she's okay. Okay, we're good, we're good.
Chaska, I used to think Mom and Dad were crazy for adopting you.
No, you are not doing a death speech right now. You are not doing a death speech right now.
I was the younger sibling, but I always felt like it was my job to help Mom and Dad take care of you. I thought I could set you free from the abyssal energy you struggled with. I guess I was pretty full of myself, huh? Thinking I could fix you when... Well, we were always the same.
Hush, Koichi. Put those thoughts right out of your mind. We'll be at the stadium in no time, okay? I'll carry you there.
Nope, nope. This is a final scene. They're writing this like a final scene. I don't like that.
The abyssal contamination is gone now. Just rest, and you'll get better.
I was always nagging you to slow down. Stop rushing headlong into things. I just didn't want anything to happen to you. I worried about you so much. But now, I realize I never really understood what it's like for you. The fact that you survived an abyssal contamination was a miracle. But it also left you in a constant state of agitation. The fact that we became family was another miracle. But with me worrying about you all the time, it feels like I just agitated you even further.
No, absolutely not. Nothing could be further from the truth. Do you hear me? All you ever did was love me. Same goes for Mom and Dad. I've always known that. And I feel terrible because I really did want to get along as a family.
No wonder why she wasn't, like, drawn out as, like, an NPC. She had to be a special NPC so she could die.
It might take me some time, but I'll find a way to make it work. I'm so sorry, Koichi. I never meant to make you feel this way.
It's okay, Chaska. No need to apologize. You didn't do anything wrong. No one did. It's nobody's fault that things didn't turn out great. I get it now. So, no nagging from me this time.
And the fact that she doesn't nag in the last, like, breaths. Don't do this, Hoyo. I know what you're doing.
You keep forging ahead, sis. Never slow down, and never hold back. Spread your wings and fly free, like the fiercest kukasaur in the sky. Show the world who the bravest flower feather warrior is. Because that's who you are. And that's the sister I'm proud of.
Koichi! Koichi!
Koichi? Chaska!
Oh? She still was able to control it. That's actually crazy.
What happened?
I think she's okay now. Let's give her some space while she cools down. I'm sorry, Koichi.
What was that just now? It looked like abyssal energy was flowing out of her, but then a split second later, it disappeared.
Tosca managed to rein it in. Ah! Hoyo! At least this wasn't on death, like on-screen death. At least it wasn't like Silver and Malus. At least we actually spent time with this character and like saw her arc from beginning to end before she died. I'm still mad, but this is a really good story writing. I'm still so mad. What I really like about it is the fact that we get to see Chaska's immediate emotional response, especially because she has the whole abyssal thing tied to her. It shows like there are consequences, and like seeing her both react to her sister's death and like still being able to like manage and like rein in the abyssal energy is like proves how strong she is.
Koichi did say that Chaska needs to let off steam now and then, or she'll end up losing herself. But this time she wrestled back control.
Just like Koichi always hoped.
If only we were faster! Dealing with abyssal contamination is a piece of cake for you. We could have gotten to her earlier than you could have treated her before it was too... Wait, what's happening to Chaska?
There it is.
How unfair life can be. She's had the odds stacked against her from the very beginning, and each step forward has been an agonizing one. Maybe she would have been better off embracing her pain. But her journey goes on, and one question looms large in her mind. If she could rise above the layers of pain and ascend over the dark clouds of her mind, what then would she find? Maybe the glorious light of the sun, or maybe a dark, empty void. There is only one way to find out. She needs to spread her wings and soar to new heights. That is the true meaning of life.
Why are we pointing out that he's from 500 years ago? We kind of know this already.
My life's suffering shall be my epitaph. To remember the pain I endured, and finally transcended.
Let's take Koichi somewhere safer.
Take Chaska and take Koichi back to the stadium.
Please, take care of Koichi for me. I still have more important things to do.
Of course. We are grateful for her service.
Yes. She served selflessly. I'm sorry, Chaska.
It's all right. I'm far from the only one going through this right now. Koichi wanted to be a hero. And in my heart, she always will be. If we want to honor what she stood for, not to mention her sacrifice, Archon, we need to hurry.
Time for this war to end.
Do people talk about her?
What's the status? Do we have enough medical supplies left?
We're almost out. There are still the emergency supplies, but they're reserved for the doctors and soldiers. We can't touch those.
I know. All right, well, give me my share at least. Ah, it's you. Glad to see you're both all right.
How's your son doing?
No idea. Communications have dried up, and there are too many wounded people to attend to. Right now, my focus is on them.
Hey, Hoyo, if you're gonna do the route of he was so worried about her safety and she got so busy and to do everything else, but then still managed to get to safety, and the other guy's gonna die instead, I'm going to be really fucking mad.
But I trust him. I know he'll make the right call even when the going gets tough. He's my son, and I'll always be proud of him.
I'm so grateful Mayoel is here. With her expertise, we were able to treat a lot more people. But I'm worried she's overdoing it. She hasn't stopped this whole time. I need to get someone else to step in so I can persuade her to take a break.
Where else? Okay, you're there, you're there, you're there. You have anything?
I trust him. I know he'll make the right call even when the going gets tough. He's my son, and I'll always be proud of him.
Can't talk to you. Catherine's fucking gone. Can't talk to you. No one? Oh, people are here, but I can't talk to you either. Oh, I can talk to you.
It's you two. Fantastic. I'm so grateful for all your encouragement. So many people in Natlan see it as an honor to fight the Abyss, but then they let the excitement get to their heads and end up putting themselves in great danger. You were right. It's important to fight, but it's also important to stay alive. We fight for the people we love, and also for the chance to see them again. I shared your thoughts with my brothers in arms, and they were inspired too. Now everyone's fighting with more determination and we're turning the tide. So once again, thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
I like that that's a resolution.
You're okay!
They're okay.
Oh, thank goodness! We were worried sick about you guys.
So you made it to safety, huh? Was it a smooth journey?
Not exactly. We ran into a bunch of abyss monsters and had to fight for our lives. But I gotta hand it to these folks. They really rose to the occasion. They fought every bit as well as trained warriors.
Guess the old muscle memory's still intact.
I feel very lucky to be alive. We have to keep surviving, so we can start to take back what we've lost. You guys better make sure you keep surviving too.
Who else is here?
The Saurians I came back with were intent on following the other warriors into battle. There was just nothing I could do to stop them. That officially makes me the most useless member of the unit. But at least I know enough about Saurian medicine to help treat their injuries.
The Saurians too. Oh, baby, you're okay! You're okay! Okay, this one's okay. That's good. Alright, is there anyone else we can talk to? Anyone in the stadium? Ooh, there's some in the stadium, actually. Oh, I think that's where we're supposed to go.
Everyone, are you ready? A bitter war lies ahead. Our victory begins in each of your minds. So ignite the spirit of victory for me. May no further lives be lost, and no one else may to suffer the loss of their loved ones.
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with the gaze of all Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Stone engraved in echoing peaks. Converge, disperse, and ashes be reborn. For flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
I hero scaled the volcano to seize the sun. Anointed with flames, she shone with the light of 1,000 stars. Now, guide me in my first step.
Having foretold his own death, the omniscient man holds a feast in celebration. Let us raise our cups in honor of his heroism and send him off with this final tribute. For at last, his wish is now fulfilled.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to do. I'm sorry. Inna nu. Inna nu.
My life's suffering shall be my epitaph. To remember the pain I endured, and finally, transcend it.
Heroes of the ages! Our moment has finally come!
We unite as one!
Baptized by the Turnfire.
Bearing an ancient blessing. Knowing true power.
And accepting a fate of devotion.
We embrace the transcendent flame.
For Natlan!
We got the Power Rangers, actually.
In the name of the Pyro Archon Halloran, I declare the Night Wars underway! The Ode of Resurrection will guard all life till the war is over!
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that gave me chills. The theme in the background, too, just accentuating all of this. Just, chef's kiss.
That is an outright scary level of power.
So, from now on, all warriors will be able to resurrect themselves using the sacred flame.
That's right. No more casualties.
It's time to wipe the enemy off the face of the earth.
And to reclaim our lost territory.
Enna.
We'll come with you.
I love that Paimon's like, okay, we're just here.
Traveler.
Casca?
I'm so grateful you got to us when you did. You gave Koichi the chance to say those words to me before the end. If I'd lost control out there in the wild, this counterattack might never have been possible.
Probably best not to think about that. More importantly, how are you feeling now? Any better?
Her sister just died. Maybe don't ask that question.
Not really. But now's not the time to deal with it. In the spirit of VUCA, I have to rise above it. The conflict and suffering in me are there to test my character. My struggle will make me stronger, and make me the person Koichi believed I can be.
I have faith in you.
All right, let's go show the Abyss what human beings are made of. They'll be sorry they messed with Natlan after we're through with them.
Yeah! The Abyss has amassed a large army, but we can... What do you want? I can't read, homie!
Bow your head.
I wanted to read the text!
Let my name echo in song! Strike at them?
Stabilize! For Natlan!
Oh, we also get all the NPCs, too!
I will have order! Solidify!
Shine down!
Settle down! Be sanctified!
Ooh, what's that? Aerial support from Uika? Look how powerful she is now. It's borderline unfair.
She's the Archon, my guy! I don't know what you want me to say! Okay, so we have to do, this is like a Subaru where we have to like get rid of all the surrounding things in order to get the middle part. Okay. I don't know what Geisellocht is. That's probably a lore thing. I'll read it later.
Inazuma shines eternal. There is no escape.
Okay, we did not want to switch to Farina, I guess. New one?
Let the world come alive!
Let the mighty be humbled. Bow your head.
Use my power to destroy the Abyss tumors.
Got it! Thanks for the backup!
Whee! Okay, that one's clear. How many do we have? I'm assuming 3, because 3 always works. Oh, behind me, okay. New one? Cuckoosaur. Nope, that's a different Saurian. Kaholasaur.
Oh, did you guys see that huge fireball?
No.
It exploded right above my head.
I didn't see.
Sorry, Mualani. I'll adjust my aim.
No, you're good, Archon. It didn't hurt at all. Plus, it was freaking cool.
Oh my god, she
Not great for
almost
your
cursed.
eyesight,
It was
though.
so close.
Oh yeah, fair point.
She almost cursed. Let anyone say fuck, actually.
Ugh, a howl's coming in way too hot. Is it possible to mute him?
Done.
Thank you, Marika.
Oh my god, we muted a how. /mute/ban. A how, thank you. Reason, being toxic, thank
Backup
you.
has arrived. All right, give them hell. Vengeance for Koichi.
Vengeance will be mine.
On to oblivion.
Settle down.
Hello, where are we hitting? Oh.
The tides beckon.
How do you even mute? I wish I could tell you.
The enemy ranks are thinning. Time to double down. Use the Pyro Archon's power and show no mercy.
We kind of are in a voice call at the moment with the 6 heroes plus Malvika. Where are we going? Thank you for pointing the way, homie. Oh, thank you for pointing the way, buddy. Another Kaholasaur? Okay. Let's ride. I almost fell off the cliff. Show no mercy!
Over here. I'll send you up. It'll be quicker.
I really wish I could read some of the earlier ones so I could know what's going on.
Everyone's safe. Granny, please go on ahead with the others. I just need some more time, I promise. I won't hold things up.
Oh, Roron! Leave the vegetables and aphids behind, you dimwit! It's too dangerous.
The aphids can hold out on their own. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, this music is just so good! He does care for his veggies. But also, this is the apocalypse happening. Oh! Homie sniped them out of thin air. Let's go. Right, she was just like, nope, we're doing it myself.
Hey, you're back.
That sacred flame has got me pretty fired up. I'm ready to butcher a whole army of monsters. Everyone, death is now off the table. So charge! Let's give them everything we've got.
Abyssal energy strong. Dented. Oh, it's going down. It's going down. Oh, people are getting resurrected? Oh, wait, no. This is the same number. Active monsters is going down, though.
The Children of Echo's territory is secure. All monsters down.
Uh-oh. Guys, it's not. Guys, the connection. Oh, no.
All good here at the People of the Springs, too. We crushed it.
Masters of the Night Wind are also safe. Should I go support the Flower Feather clan?
Things are still pretty rough over there. I'm already en route.
No need. I just dealt with it.
Already? But you were just at the stadium!
Yeah, well, you have no idea how long I've been itching to bash some heads in.
Oh! Fair enough.
Yan-san, what should we do about the Collective of Plenty? Your home's a long ways away from the stadium.
Oh, no need to worry. I just heard from Veresa. She says they're safe now.
Possible another character that we're going to meet later. Enna no.
Yeah! Their only game plan was to outnumber us, and that ain't gonna work now that we have the Ode of Resurrection on our side!
Enna no.
We ain't gonna let them get away with that. Friends, let's gather at the stadium.
More abyss tumors have descended, all near the stadium. Let's split up and take them out. Oh, and we need someone to guard the main entrance.
Allow me.
All right, this is the final battle.
How many we got
Bow your
left?
head.
Repel the final attack.
Be sanctified.
I love it. It said Inazuma and then they said four Natlan.
Settle down.
That's crazy. Oi. Can I get... There you go. Who we got? Hold on. Give it a second. There we go. We got...
Bow your head. I will have order.
That completely missed. Get back here.
Let the world come alive!
Settle down. The tides beckon.
We got this side.
Torn to oblivion.
This is order. Solidify.
How many we got left?
Time to
oh
shine.
No, Hydro Abyss Mages, not like this.
Illusion shattered.
Bow your head.
Who we got? Oi.
Shine down. Now you shall perish.
Hold on, give it a second.
Erase
there we
all
go.
threats.
Hello? Oh, I was stuck
There
in a
is
bubble.
no escape.
That is what happened.
Silence.
Oh, hey! Stop!
Let the mighty be humbled.
This is a pitched down version of the original song. Oh, what the heck is that? Wait a minute. Oh no, the cubes. Wait, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Back up, back up, back up, back up. I need a screenshot of that. The sky is fake. What is going on here? What is going on here? I really like the version of this theme. Man, that was good. That was really good. Give me my Pyro Traveler! That's the one thing. We never got our ancient name. Well, we kind of did got our ancient name. It's more like a collection of stories at this point. We really didn't help with that at all. Take a look at this. I hate to say this. I really, really hate to say this. It's giving Acheron. It's really giving Acheron. I don't like that. Also, if we're talking about the Moon Sisters, if this is the moon, that has to be one of the destroyed Moon Sisters, right? Are we in a simulation? It is possible that has been one of the leading theories for Genshin. This looks like the Argenti quest when we fight the bug. It does have the same color scheme. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't answer anything other than the sky is fake. Confirmation, no. Honestly, you're right about that, but I do like visually seeing it. Considering that it has been mentioned over and over again, the fact that I think each Archon is having their revelation right now about like, hey, the sky is fake, something's wrong, you know? It is cool that we actually get to physically see this. Once again, more questions. I think the answers will probably come out whenever we get an extension to the world. Throw back to when the twins got caught by the cubes of the unknown god, yeah. And it's the same exact color scheme, same cubes, everything. And we get Heavenly Principles lore in this quest. Sounds like we're closer than we think.
Everyone, we are gathered here to celebrate a glorious victory. It is a victory forged by each and every one of us, and we should all be proud of what we have accomplished. We emerge victorious from another crisis to declare, our beloved Natlan is saved!
Woo! All right!
I must caution that this war is not yet over.
Yeah.
We have not destroyed our enemy, merely driven them further into the depths of the Night Kingdom. But the Abyss underestimated Natlan's forces, and they have suffered a devastating defeat. It will be a long time before they are able to pose a threat to us again. After making some preparations, I will launch my final counterattack. I shall strike them in their lair and wipe them out for good.
Oh, man.
Wait, Archon, are you saying you're going alone?
Yes. The abyssal energy there is too strong. Contact with it would be instantly lethal to anyone else. I'm sure you're all still fired up, and you must be eager to take the fight home to the enemy. But I must ask you to temper your ambitions. I will return victorious, for all of us.
It's kind of a shame that we can't join him with a final showdown.
Please, look at the bigger picture. Thanks to every one of you, we have already secured an enormous victory. Tonight, we should celebrate to our heart's content.
I guess if our lives are no longer at risk, things can basically go back to normal, right?
That's good enough for me. Beats having monsters everywhere.
When the time comes, I will gather everyone here again. Now, let us also remember those who gave their lives fighting for our nation. Once the last dregs of the Abyss are wiped out, I intend to give them the grand funeral they deserve. An ancient name could never record the many who we lost. But no hero of Natlan should be forgotten.
If I may, let's have a moment of silence for the fallen.
Lastly, there is one more person I must thank for his extraordinary support in our time of need, and that is the captain.
Speaking in a personal capacity, I should like to offer my sincere congratulations on your victory.
Well, everyone, please enjoy the victory feast. I hope it's a chance to relax your minds and rekindle your spirits, so that we may face what lies ahead with renewed vigor.
Oh, we can talk to everyone. Ah, they're so cute. Anyway, I love that they're adorable. Okay. Of course, give me the optional stuff. Give me the options. Okay. Malvika's the last one. Let's talk to you guys first.
You did a great job, Kachina. Oh, you're much more confident now. Seems like winning the pilgrimage gave you a real boost.
No. I spoke to your mom and dad. They were singing your praises. They said the world's your oyster now.
How are things at the People of the Springs base?
There are some casualties, but the overall mood is very positive. I reckon they'll start rebuilding pretty soon.
Same situation for the Children of Echoes.
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's do it together.
Let's hope that their sacrifice marks the beginning of a new age for Natlan. An age of unprecedented peace.
No.
Unless you want to get punched in the face. What is it with you, Ahau? Why are you so incapable of being nice?
No. Oh my god, you're giving him grape? He eats grapes? That are the signs of Canopy and the Collective of Plenty. No.
The Collective of Plenty was the furthest from the Abyss's entry point, so they didn't have as many monsters to deal with. From what I hear, they got off relatively unscathed. But it might have been a different story if Chaska hadn't gotten there when she did.
That's good to hear. All's well that ends well.
No. Are you calling it Polly? That's crazy! Wait, do you say anything after, or is it just gonna go with the same thing?
Everyone else is enjoying the celebration, but Ahau's still being as aggravating as ever. Does he have a chip on his shoulder? What's it about?
No. I love these.
Oh, wow, if you're making candles, I have some materials you can use. They're in the warehouse. Should have plenty to spare. Good point. I'll go instead.
Aw, Mulani doesn't say anything. Okay, Malvika's over there. Oh my god! They're talking to each other.
I must congratulate you on your efforts during this war. I'm told you have proven yourself to be an outstanding adventurer and warrior. You remind me of the princess. Similarities in your approach are striking.
We're twins.
Especially when you told me you wanted to win. I hope you will see her soon.
Thank you! Hey, Auroran! How are the Masters of the Night Wind doing?
That's crazy that the captain would wish us well wishes to see our sibling again before any of the Archons really did. I'm just saying.
Granny Sealolly's been there the whole time, and she's a tough one. I think we should be fine. I'm sure there'll be some patching up to do, though. That's a job for the young folks. I should probably head back so I can pitch in.
Do you need support from the Fatui?
Probably not. There are a lot of older folks in our tribe, and I suspect they would find your comrade's presence a little distressing.
Right, because often they look like a bunch of intimidating thugs.
Well, also in my tribe, excessive use of elemental energy is bad for your eyesight.
Huh? Really?
Oh, right. Okay.
We're just going to accept that knowledge that we have now.
I'm still somewhat in disbelief that a united people prevailed against the Abyss.
Isn't that what you wanted in the first place? Okay, whatever.
Do I sense some regret in your words?
A degree of regret is inevitable. But above all, I feel profound admiration.
All right, last person.
Welcome.
You seem a little out of sorts. Are you just tired, or...?
I guess I am. You know, when I was up there in the sky, I could see all of Natlan stretching out below me. People everywhere, giving everything they had for a chance at victory. If only I'd been quicker. Maybe they wouldn't have... And Koichi. Maybe she'd still... I'm sorry. Now is not the time for that. Fruit juice, right?
I need Malvika to cry. I need Girly Pop to stop putting the weight on her shoulders on herself, and I just want to give her a hug. I'm so sad.
Make it a large?
At least it's over now. That's something. I love that Paimon just doesn't get, like, the fact that she's trying to dump this information. She's like, nope, I don't want to talk about this. No, we are talking about this. Just cry a little bit, Girly Pop. You're allowed to be sad.
True. My 500-year plan has almost come to fruition. Just one last step to go. Namely, my final battle against the Abyss. But battle is second nature to me, so I'm not feeling a huge amount of pressure.
It was so awesome. The way you exploded that thing in the sky with one almighty punch. Are you always gonna have that kind of power from now on?
Oh, that was the Divine Throne unleashing my full potential. And it was only temporary. I can't wield that power for any length of time. My body wouldn't be able to handle it.
'Cause you're human, right?
Likewise, the amplified power of the Ode of Resurrection was also temporary. From now on, it's back to ancient name-bearers only.
Okay, so we've reset. I'm guessing the Night Warden Wars are over for the foreseeable future?
Correct. We dealt the Abyss a critical blow. So for the time being, it's too weak to sustain regular invasions. I hope the people will be able to enjoy this period of peace. Or rather, assuming all goes to plan, eternal peace. We've had centuries of war with the Abyss, and it's high time we brought that chapter to a close. Anyway, there's something I've been wondering about. I know you've been at the center of some major events in other nations too, and fought many powerful foes.
Are we being interrogated?
In this war, you were in the thick of it once again, dashing around tirelessly, supporting the fighting on all fronts. So tell me, what drives you to do this as a mere traveler passing through? Why risk life and limb for a cause that's not your own?
So that I can look back on my journey with a clear conscience. I just can't turn a blind eye to injustice because Paimon hates to see people suffer. I feel like I'm the second one. I can't turn a blind eye to injustice.
You know, it's that mindset that distinguishes the heroes in every story. They're the natural protagonists. What I'm really trying to say is, I would love for you, with your extraordinary talent and your sense of justice, to join me in this final step.
Oh.
You and I together, finally putting an end to the ever-looming threat of the Abyss.
Interesting that she's asking us to go when she told everyone else that she was going to go by herself.
But I also don't want to take advantage of your good nature and readiness to help others. The final battle will be very dangerous, and you have the rest of your journey to consider. I'm sure you must be weary. Sleep well tonight. Let's talk again tomorrow in the speaker's chamber.
Okay.
I'll give you more details on the final battle, and then I hope to hear your verdict.
It'd be interesting if we can say no.
My mind is still flooded with scenes from the war. I can't get the images out of my head. Maybe I need another drink.
Ah, yes, another alcoholic Archon. Go to Speaker's Chamber and look for Malvika. Oh, see, Lolly's here.
Hey, Traveler, Paimon. There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, hey, Seat Lolly! What's up?
Is the audio quality different for Seat Lolly here?
Listen up. I have something really important to tell you.
It's doing the same thing that it was doing at the beginning of the quest, where the voice lags behind the text again. Seat Lolly quickly explains her concerns about Malvika's death.
What? Are you serious?
So Malvika still has to die.
Natlan must pay the price for Malvika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Malvika's death can clear the debt. I had thought that the Ruler of Death might have a change of heart after seeing the people of Natlan come together and fight so bravely. But even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone. I had to know your thoughts. I want to save her, but I can't do it alone.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, good.
That makes me feel a little better. Thank you for standing up for us. There's clearly something special about you, so if anyone has a chance of defying the rules, that would be you. Oh, and please don't breathe a word of this to Mawika.
It's fine. Rules are made to be broken!
I'm sure she's well aware of the cost of using the Divine Throne's power. But if she finds out that anyone else knows, it could ruin our chances to help.
Got it. Mum's the word.
That's not what I would expect Paimon to ever say.
Alright, that was the last major item on my to-do list. Now, since I've come all this way, I think it's finally time for a well-earned drink.
Have fun with that.
Go easy, though. Yeah?
Don't worry, I said a drink. That means just one.
A bottle? That's a different thing.
All right, you little munchkin. If you keep pestering me, I'm gonna have to get serious.
Okay, we're in that alternate reality place again.
I get 100 kids a day telling me they want to be the next Pyro Archon. Why should I train you? Nagging isn't gonna accomplish anything. No one can predict the future, and unless you have some exceptional jaw-dropping talent I'm unaware of.
I can shoot those cornflakes in your kitchen from right here.
Don't be ridiculous. You couldn't make that shot from all the way over here? Wait, hold on. You could hurt someone with that. Well, I'll be. You made the shot. The science of the canopy raised him tough. That's some real skill you got there, little lady. Maybe you really will be Pyro Archon one day.
One of her memories. Continue your journey. I like that yours in quotes. I wish we can see, like, the additional text, but I guess it's not going to give it to us.
See this? I'm the first one of us to get an ancient name. And it's not just any ancient name, but Malipo. If you ask me nicely, there's still time to join my team for the pilgrimage, you know. No need to scowl. You lost and I won, it's no big deal. You want me to be happy for you when your turn comes, right? So cheer up.
I'll get my own ancient name soon enough. And it'll be an even better one than yours.
Oh, really? Well, good luck with that. What ancient name could beat Malipo in our tribe? Unless... surely you don't mean Kiangozi?
As she should. As she should. A Fuel Named Fate is the title.
That was fantastic. Can't believe I beat you in a wrestling match for once. Can't be more than a few days now until you're officially made the Pyro Archon. Imagine me trying to schedule a wrestling session with you after that. Excuse me, Pyro Archon, but would you be able to take a day off from running the nation to wrestle with me? I heard that the Pyro Archon inherits the knowledge stored in the sacred flame. And apparently it can change your personality. I can't help but feel a little worried.
Worried that you won't be able to beat me in a wrestling match anymore?
Why would I be worried about that? Never mind. Clearly I'm just overthinking things. Why would you forget about me just because of some new job? Even if that job happens to be Archon.
I wonder if, like... We get so much of a focus on Malvika's memories. I wonder if she's gonna lose them all in the end when she dies.
Come on. One more round.
Also, I really want to know the ties from this...
After the darkness will come the dawn.
...to, like, Enka stuff, you know? Oh, I can't even run. I have to walk. They said pacing.
No one fights alone.
Na, 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 na. This piano version of the theme is so nice. They really did say pacing.
Look at the sky. It's getting brighter at last.
So to come up
We
again.
walk the righteous path, and the Pyro Archon will guide us.
Oh, we're walking alongside him. Oh, and he's gone. Oh, now I can run. All right.
The victors shall burn bright, while the
Nova.
losers must turn to ash. I have done what is required of me. The rules are now written into the Night Kingdom, and this will help you to stand against the Abyss.
It is still not enough. All this can do is give my people courage. It will not see us through a true catastrophe.
Ooh.
If you are to make the Natlanese alone bear the consequences of a broken world, you will have to bring more to the bargaining table.
You are the greediest human I have ever met, and the fiercest negotiator. No other would seriously ask to borrow my power. My domain is death, and its power comes at a great price. The question is, are you prepared to pay?
I need that power. Only a hero can truly wield it, and heroes are not afraid of dying.
No, a fear of death is ingrained in all living things. If the wielder of this power cannot conquer their fear, countless innocent lives will be claimed in their stead. For only then can the price be paid. Those are the rules.
Mine is a nation that will not yield to the Abyss, and it will certainly not yield to your rules. As their culture and civilization is transmitted through the generations and their faith grows, the people will go from strength to strength and reach heights that even I cannot dream of.
Very well. I shall agree to help you. But I am merely a shade, and I do not have as much freedom to do as I please as you might think.
I wonder if Renova got any consequences from the heavenly principles after this.
Then what do you propose?
Keep this a secret. If I am questioned about it, I will deny all involvement and claim that treacherous Xbalanque stole my power.
That will not be a problem. Thank you. I am glad we could reach an agreement.
That's how the stolen fire theory in lore happened. Okay.
Come in. As you know, I've asked you to come here to discuss the task of wiping out the Abyss. Oh, but first, any progress on the ancient name?
I received the gift from the Lord of the Night.
I'm surprised she was willing to help you. And by extension, me. I'm very grateful to her.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't the whole point of the ancient names for winning that huge battle? Why would the Traveler still need one by this point?
Because she wants me to join her in the final battle.
That's right. The Abyss has retreated to the depths of the Night Kingdom, a place that has long since been corrupted by abyssal energy. If we don't finish them off and restore the ley lines, the threat they pose to Natlan will remain. The battle we fought yesterday, we may one day have to fight again. This is the fate Natlan has always been resigned to. For thousands of years, we have struggled on the brink of a looming darkness and never known true peace. But this time, I want to break the cycle and free us from this fate for good.
My gosh, she wants to break the generational trauma.
With the sacred flame, I can protect myself from the abyssal corruption, but beyond that, you are the only other person who can resist it. If your ancient name can't be forged, I will go alone. But if it can, I'd really love your help.
Is the Ode of Resurrection working again?
Not completely. After all, the Night Kingdom is still plagued by abyssal corruption. But when I used the power of the Divine Throne, it dispelled a lot of that corruption. Plus, your ancient name is a special case, so the Lord of the Night will take special care of you. In short, the Ode of Resurrection still has a number of limitations, but I can promise that it will work reliably on you.
Good, then I'll join you in battle. Sounds like I'm the only other option anyway.
Whoa, whoa,
Oh, are we forgetting something here? What about Paimon? What's her place in all this?
Ooh, you'll need to stay behind.
What? You mean we'll be separated?
Uh-oh. Separation anxiety, Paimon, commence.
The Abyss is extremely devious. If you two go there together, you can bet they'll make Paimon their primary target just to put us in an impossible position.
Paimon wasn't that worried, but now she's petrified. What will you do without me?
I'll be a complete mess, I'm sure, but it's only for a short time.
Okay, well, Paimon needs to think about this because you're really asking a lot of her, but we'll give Paimon some time and she'll do her best to rise to the challenge.
I greatly appreciate it. Everyone in Natlan knows how important this final battle is. You will be remembered and revered long into the future, until the end of time. If you have any other questions, please ask away.
Ooh, here we go. Get me some answers, buddy.
As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away.
About the aftermath of the war.
The work of rebuilding is underway, and people are flocking to join the effort. With everyone rallying together, I'm sure it won't be long before there's no trace left of the damage done by this war. The healing process, on the other hand, that's a bigger obstacle to overcome. Many are grieving, and there's simply no replacing the ones we lost. As the sun rises once more and we rediscover the ability to believe in the future, we must never forget their sacrifice. As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away.
Hi, the sky is fake and the strange fragments.
False sky. I have heard this expression before, but I think this was the first proof of its existence.
Technically, yes, in terms of player perspective.
I think there's a lot of investigating to be done to understand what the fragments behind the sky are and why they were hidden in the first place. However, from what the Adventurers Guild tells me, neither the split sky phenomenon nor the fragments have ever been observed in any other nation.
I mean, Skara and Dodori would like a word with you, actually.
My guess is that the Heavenly Principles wants them kept a secret. I just hope they don't cause me any trouble over it.
Oh, you should be fine. We did something much crazier back in Fontaine and we're still here.
Well, that's good to know. Anyway, the line I'm going with for the masses is astronomical anomaly. And I don't expect much of a backlash. Meanwhile, we can look into it at our own pace. As I've said, if you have any other questions,
I like
please
that we're
ask away.
finally getting to investigate this guy's fake theory about the 6 heroes of old.
That wasn't their souls we saw, but a snapshot of them in time. All the work of the ancient name engravers 500 years ago, who made some special modifications to their names. Their souls returned to the Night Kingdom long ago, and will have been reborn in Natlan since, albeit in a different form. For all we know, they may have already lived many new lives by now. And so, even though we will never meet again, they will always be by our side in one way or another. I think that gives another layer of meaning to the phrase "no one fights alone." As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away.
About the captain.
We have a temporary alliance, but I can tell that saving Natlan is not his only goal.
Yeah, Paimon still doesn't get why saving Natlan would be so important to him in the first place. Unless he's just a good guy who wants to avoid another Conria. But somehow Paimon doubts it's that simple.
I think it's both. I think it's both he wants to do whatever the Saritsa's doing, but also he owes a debt to Natlan and the people who helped him there.
I wouldn't worry too much. Based on all the interactions we've had with him and knowing more about his background, I have a lot of respect for him. I don't think he has any ill intentions. Now, we should focus on the final battle. As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away.
I have no more questions. Leave the speaker's chamber? Oh, we're gonna get a cutscene or something. Bye, Malika! I'm gonna cry later, is what's gonna happen. But we'll see.
The Outlander with deep ties to this land returns. And this time, he is alone.
Wow, surprising. Capitano wants answers.
The power that the Pyro Archon used to strike back at the Abyss came from the Ruler of Death. From what I know of her rules, she will demand death in return.
How do you know this? I see. So, the Ruler of Death sent you on your long journey.
Natlan still has a final battle to fight, and I too have a final foe to face.
You're gonna be the cause of her death, aren't you?
For the sake of those countless lost souls, and a hope for Natlan's future, I need your help.
Ooh, I need your help. Okay, Capitano, I know you're plotting something, but what exactly is it? Is that a hint to us that we should go up there and find something? Oh. Well, that makes it convenient. Record penned by all. May the Wayab grant you peace, and may the songs be sung of your life's journey. What follows is a list of names of the deceased, dense as the forest, written by those who mourned them. You may see a familiar name on it. Wataya Vichama. Vichama's dead? Bro. At least he can reunite with his lover. The doctor's son isn't listed on here, thank God. Bats, Tiulapwa, Hushi, Hunza. We give thanks for the gift of your life and ours. We look forward to meeting you again one day in a world of wonder and beauty. Oh, Vichama! I like that they have like, kind of like this little funeral area, and it zoomed out to like the people of Natlan like kind of like living and celebrating there. It just gives such an... The atmosphere in this quest is so nice. Like, go to Vichama's spot. Oh, Vichama's... Oh no! Oh, Vichama, no! This hurts me. Oh man, they even put something back here too. That's a really nice detail though. This was genuinely such a good quest. It has a very strong start to end, and it also... The map thing was actually one of the best parts for me. The fact that you can see little bits and pieces of how the Abyss is affecting the rest of the world. That was probably my favorite part about all of this. Like, the detail that they put into this. Ugh, beautiful. I love that. The balloon was a little bit slow. But I'm glad that they switched it out from the first two being the balloons, and then they switched it to just teleports, which is nice. I just really like the world building that they did in this. Like, it's not focused on any one character. It's focused on just like, I guess like the reality of war. Getting to see like everyone's like reactions to it, just like, okay, we need to act. And then seeing everyone's hopes like slowly dwindle. The music adding to that, going from like a very high pitch, like high energy thing to like something that's very like heavy with strings, very ominous, slow paced, stuff like that. It's just good. It's just very good aspects about this Archon quest, and I'm so glad that they have at least been learning from like past Archon quests and be like, okay, we need to set the pacing. We need to show people how devastating war is, and then not only that, giving us an on-screen death that, like, I'm gonna be honest, probably hit most of us like a fucking truck. Chaska's and Koichi's storyline has been established since like last patch, and now getting to see them in action and seeing the consequences, like, oh, this is it. This is their final goodbye. And getting to see the consequences of the war through Chaska and Koichi's relationship is just, it's just good. It's just really good. The voice actors did a phenomenal job other than the mixing. Yeah, the mixing was unfortunately very annoying. It is just the syllabuses. The S's, that part. Don't tell me he's actually Steve Blanca for all those years ago. See, that was my original theory. I genuinely think Capitano might be Steve Blanca and he was resurrected and like he got all those memories and just like now he's just like, okay, I want to do something different. This is really dumb and you shouldn't actually do the death thing. But that is also a huge stretch What do you mean the rule of death sent him on a journey? I think it's because he's going to cause Malvika's death. Like, that is what it is. Probably scared to go into the abyss too. Yeah, I think she's definitely scared because she's finally having to confront the thing after, what, 500 years of putting this thing off? I hope she dies, but I know Hoyo wouldn't do that. I don't think they would. It would be very interesting if Malvika is their first playable dead character, you know? But with the amount of times that phoenixes are referenced throughout any and all of the trailers and the story and all that, I highly doubt it, considering that the main, like, motif with phoenixes is that they rise again from the ashes. The funny thing that Hoyo could do right now, right? If Malvika dies and Sayora comes back to life. The name is Harborim or Aam. Oh, her demon name. Wait, hold on. I want to see what this demon name's all about. Aim, or also Harborim, is the great Dudic of Hell, very strong and rules over 26 legions of demons. He sets cities, castles, and places on fire. That's fitting. Makes men witty in all ways and gives true answers concerning private matters. Also very fitting of Malvika. He is depicted as a man, handsome to some sources, but with 3 heads, one of a serpent, the second of a man, and the third of a cat to most authors. Although some say a calf riding a viper and carrying his hand a lit firebrand, which he sets the requested things on fire. So, we got fire. I feel like this mystery abyss means a lot to Capitano. I mean, especially because he saw what happened in the Cataclysm. So I think that's why he was so worried about history repeating itself. But I think because Malvika had this plan and, like, wanted to go through with it, I think Capitano was just like, okay, maybe there is a chance, you know? Capitano's sad that his own people couldn't prevail against the abyss. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. To be fair, Conrins were kind of smited and cursed by the gods, so heavenly principles, slightly different. Imagine going through the Cataclysm and then going through this again. The terror you feel. Yeah, I mean, that's what's happening in history right now. Some people just don't listen to previous history. That's it. Just a theory, but what if the Tsaritsa knows more? Because as we currently know, Venti knows the past and the future. Zhongli made a contract with himself to stay silent, and Tsaritsa wants to wage a war against the world and heavenly principles. I mean, that's the current theory right now. Tsaritsa definitely knows more. Tsaritsa definitely has knowledge about what she wants to do with the Gnosis. If anything, she has to have known that the Gnosis were from the third Descender. That information that we got in Fontaine. What she's going to do with it is now the new question, because those Gnosis hold immense amount of power, as we've seen from this current Archon quest. Like, we physically get to see what the Gnosis do. So, what happens when she gets 7 of those? Even if Tsaritsa is a secondary objective, not the primary, she gives the Harbingers freedom not to prioritize it. Yeah, which honestly is a very interesting characterization that we get out of this whole Archon quest. Because the Tsaritsa is always described as this cold, uncaring, like, ruler. And, like, the fact Capitano is just like, oh yeah, she lets me do what I want, so I'm just gonna be here protecting Natlan, is very interesting, because that means that Tsaritsa has more leeway to what she allows the Harbingers to do. It was theorized she was the Archon of Love or something like that. Oof. Like, oh, that was a theory from, like, 1.0. The Archon of Love who had no love for her people. The thing is, why do people don't have the love for her is the question. Probably because she sent them into war, air quotes, with the rest of all the other nations, right? I'm glad we're getting more info of her, because we have nothing. I mean, we're gonna have to. We're going from Natlan to Snezhnaya. What else are we gonna do? If Capitan was confused how Dane looks so normal, still, how does he not know how Piero looks like a human? Maybe he saw Piero's corruption. Maybe there's more to Piero than we've seen. That's the only thing. Because Dane is fairly young compared to Piero, so maybe that's what he's talking about? Or he has seen... Capitano has seen more of what Piero's, like, crumbling is like, so maybe he's just like, oh shit, this is actually pretty bad. Would you think he knows how Piero has stayed so fresh? He might. Maybe he does, and like they trade information, but who knows? I need Capitano to tell me what he knows about Piero. You know what would be interesting? If Capitano becomes playable, there's a chance we might get more voice lines about Piero. That is at least what I'm hoping. Piero's a director. See, here's my thing. Piero could be the director of, you know, the Commedia dell'arte. But you know how all the titles come from the Commedia dell'arte, right? So it could be he is the director of just the play that they are all acting as roles in, which is something that he does reference a few times. It's all a play. It's all a play. It's all a video game. We're in a simulation. Who knows at this point? Everything is a lie. The sky is fake. Oh, there it is. I found it. Sky fragments. Yippee! I love sky fragments. This is definitely not terrifying. Don't know why they're there. It's only visible in Natlan. That is such an interesting detail. I mean, Natlan's very isolated, so